B-Dub Beats. Whether you're in the mood for romance or an intimate night of fondling and hardcore fucking, B-Dub Beats. If you're into water sports, this is the soundtrack for you. Let your stream of conscience flow as you rock over B-Dub Beats. Cause you know you want it bad as I do. B-Dub Beats. Light her ass up. She said her shoulders hurt, but those B-Dub Beats were playing. Oh man. Some things are worth pulling out for, like B-Dub Beats. Here are the beats that made Florida Evans drop the punch bowl.
Fantastic album, man. Let me borrow it.
No, my brother. You got to buy your own.
And we're live.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
Back in the house once again. It is the effing podcast. And it's a very effing night, as you can see.
It's actually a really nice night out.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
In the city tonight. It's actually really nice out tonight.
It's very nice. It's warm. It's going to rain tomorrow, so that's why it's warm now.
The weather changed.
Set your ass up.
You know what? I'm cool with it raining tomorrow because my car is covered in soot.
And that nasty stuff from the last time it rained.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it's from.
So it was a nice week, though, in the city. I'm not going to lie. And shout out to everybody tuning in, watching us right now. We appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff.
Hell yeah. As you see, we got into it pretty quick. There was no countdown. I know there's somebody upset they didn't get to hear 15 minutes of music, but, hey, we got to keep it moving. So... yeah, I'm your host. Did we already do the intro?
We didn't do
I'm your host for the evening. I am B-Dub.
Branson.
Hassan, a.k.a. Alpha Dog. Roof.
Hassan is in the building, and it's just going to be us three for the evening. I don't know if Buddha's going to pop up or Kelly Joe.
Shout out the team, though. Still shout out the team.
Yeah, let's bring up Michael Thompson, and Buddha appears like Candyman. Yeah, he just pops up. So we're going to start off with our customary shout-outs of Eighth and Fancy for all of your adult beverage snacks in need.
Shout out.
And then shout-out to Dank Drinks for the dankest of drinks.
Shout out to my boys.
Hell yeah. Shout-out Crimey Dealers.
Crimey.
Make sure y'all hit them up for some very crimey good stuff. And then shout-out to the local plug. Please make sure to eat responsibly.
Shout out.
Yes. Buddha popped up like a colonel in the chat. What up, Buddha?
Buddha in the chat?
Yeah, Buddha just
up,
popped
boy?
up. He said popping up like a colonel.
Michael.
I told you we mentioned it, and we mentioned Michael Thompson from last week's
Michael
show.
Thompson, there you come on, Buddha, right there.
And Buddha pops up. But, yo, I do want to give a shout-out because there were two NBA deaths this week before we get into our sports because we want to shout them out. So I first want to give a shout-out, rest in peace, to Oliver Miller.
Big O.
Passing away. The Big O passed away at 54 years old Wednesday. I believe it was from cancer. He was battling cancer in Phoenix. Wow. And that was, according to a post posted by Miller, to his Twitter or X account February 27th, where he hinted that he was suffering from cancer, and unfortunately he passed away. It was confirmed by Eddie Johnson, Suns analyst, and it's kind of sad to hear.
Super young.
A lot of people may not remember Oliver Miller. He was a personal favorite of mine when I used to watch those Phoenix teams.
Arkansas Razorbacks.
Well, he was on college, boy, them Razorbacks.
He was a Razorback.
He was part of those Razorbacks. That's what I think his biggest, like, when people really knew was
in
at
college,
Arkansas.
he was a beast, man.
I remember him most from Phoenix. I
Running
didn't
them
follow
40
college
minutes
ball.
of hell.
Yep, exactly.
Running them 40 minutes of hell. And I'm not sure if he was on the same team with Todd Day and Mayberry. Was it Todd Day?
I think he was.
But, yeah.
That Final Four squad.
And then he was – NBA players don't come that build anymore.
He was he was a rotational player.
I'm saying build wise.
Yeah.
NBA players don't come built like that no more.
There was a reason why. But I remember him most. He was picked number 22 overall by Phoenix in 1992 out of Arkansas. I remember him on that Phoenix Suns squad coming off the bench, being a big man in the paint, dominating. I remember when he was on point. Yeah, he was a monster.
Does he got a chip in college? Do the Razorbacks have a chip?
I don't think so. I think there was
Corliss and Thurman.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think there was a Final Four Elite 8 team, and they got knocked out.
I mean, but that but that was back.
We said 92.
92. He was drafted by the Suns in 92. So
91.
And that was
actually it'd be 92. So.
Yeah, 91, 92.
And that was back when college was big. Like, everybody. I don't think. I mean, college is big. I don't think it's as big as it used to be though, because
you don't have no household names.
So. I'm sorry. Yeah, definitely RIP to Oliver Miller though. I enjoyed him. Like he was a good player. He was a good player. He really was.
6'9", over 300 pounds. Yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of people remember ragging on him because of his weight issues, and he admitted to this. And I remember seeing a documentary where he was discussing his eating habits after a game, and they were pretty unhealthy. So
that's what getting rented. That's what cut his NBA career.
Yeah, cut his NBA career short. But I definitely remember him positively when he was playing in the game. I remember seeing him in the post, getting those putback dunks, just being a monster in the paint, getting those rebounds and stuff.
To be that big, he was really nimble. Like he was really nimble.
He could have been Charles Barkley if he controlled it a little better. Yeah. He could have been like a much bigger Barkley. But that's an unfortunate thing. Yeah, Miller, of course, played for the Suns, but he also had a stint in 94-95 season with the Pistons, the Raptors in 95-96, and 97-98. Mavericks in the 96-97 season, the Kings in the 98-99, and the Wolves in this final 03-04 season.
Played over 10 years.
Yeah, he get that pension. So that don't matter. It's like he was getting that pension, but definitely RIP.
Yeah, so RIP to the Big O.
Somebody else that passed away.
Yeah, second RIP to Junior Bridgeman, former NBA role player turned pretty rich. He invested his money wisely, but Bridgeman passed away March 11th while at an event in downtown Louisville, Kentucky. And he was a billionaire. And it looks like he suffered a medical emergency and passed away at 71. He was worth reportedly $1.4 billion when he was last assessed. And that's due to a lot of things he owned. He reportedly owned 500 Wendy's, Chili's, and Pizza Hut locations around the country. So he had 500 total between those
I
three.
wish he could have got some of this Apple Dog.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You can franchise. Don't worry. There's still time to franchise Alpha Dogs.
We're gonna get that.
Yes. He was also the owner of Ebony and Jet. I didn't know that. In 2020, he purchased both Ebony and Jet. So he was also the owner of Louisville Valhalla Golf Club, which was designed by Jack Nicklaus, and he was ranked as one of the wealthiest retired athletes in the world. I remember him playing for the Bucks, but I don't think I was really into basketball when he was active, but I remember he was on the Milwaukee Bucks, and he was a fan favorite role player. But for him to take the little bit of money, the money they were paying NBA players, and it wasn't little, but I mean, it's nothing.
He'll get money, but he
flipped it.
Yeah,
That's
he
what I'm
flipped
saying.
that
He
shit.
took
Made
his money
He was a hustler.
and hustled it up.
Yeah, that's one dude I wouldn't mind giving my tax return to and seeing what he could do
Ran
with
up
it.
the bag.
So a lot of NBA players learned from Junior Bridgeman because they learned how to properly invest their NBA money, as it always gets cut short once your career is ending. So, we're going to go ahead and send an RIP out to Junior Bridgeman. RIP to him and his family. Shout out.
Shout out.
All right. I wanted to get into the NFL because free agency has been popping, and the Steelers are now one quarterback short with your boy Justin Fields going towards the Jets. Does this mean
They're another quarterback short because old boy is taking off. He's looking at offers from other teams too.
Russell?
Yeah, Russell looking at offers from other teams.
But actually, they signed Mason Rudolph, signed him back. You know, he played with them a few years ago before.
Who?
Mason Rudolph.
What position he play?
QB. They just signed him as a
And
backup.
what
He
what
want,
the
hey,
hell is he
listen.
supposed to
For
do?
whatever it is worth, obviously it was good enough to bring his ass back. He did win them some games when they was going through this quarterback.
I bet
scenario.
you they better not try Mason Rudolph. They better not trot his ass out there.
Listen, he was out there. He won us some games now.
And DK on one side and Pickens on the.
Man, listen.
Okay.
I'm just saying they got a quarterback, but they still. I heard, Aaron Rodgers, which I think
He might come to the Steelers.
right, which that would be, in my opinion, be terrible because their offensive line is like, whew. You saw Russell. And
it's
them
not
was
for non-mobile quarterbacks.
Right,
They got
and
a very suspect.
and he's a little bit over a year from that Achilles tear and shit, and he's over 41. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he is 41.
Yeah. So again.
And you jumping into one of the meanest divisions.
Yeah,
in
that AFC
football.
North ain't no joke.
You did.
AFC
You wanna
North
jump
ain't no
right into
joke.
the-
They don't be playing.
But they better not trot Rudolph
we'll
out.
see.
They better not.
Well, they
trot
still
him
gonna
out
draft a
there.
quarterback, I believe. They just,
Yeah.
they need a starter.
Well, Rodgers is deciding. He has interest from both the Steelers, the Giants, and the Vikings.
Yeah.
So the Vikings are expressing interest in all
Giants,
three.
I'm gonna give y'all some advice. Don't do that.
What?
Don't
don't get.
get Aaron Rodgers. Like,
Listen,
don't,
What's
don't-
wrong with him for the Giants?
Because they
line?
listen. Dayball is fighting for his fucking job. You know what I'm saying? He fighting for his job. Look, Freddy Krueger just popped in this motherfucker. Like, god damn.
I thought he
My
was
question is
talking
this. I'm glad he popped in. I'm glad the resident Giant fan just popped
Speaking of,
I'm glad the resident Giant, like, y'all don't want him. First of all, the Giants, first of all, they
Giants.
only have neighbors.
yep.
That's
Malik
really
Nate,
it.
That's it.
You don't have a running back.
Nope.
Aaron Rodgers running for your life, you just slide.
The
Just get
offense
down. 'Cause
and look, Dayball's offense is not fitted for Aaron Rodgers. It's fit for a mobile quarterback.
So
Look,
just from one fan of the NFC East to like a
bring
team
his
like-
ass. He gonna get his ass lit.
No, don't get Aaron.
Micah gonna have he gonna eat. That's food for him.
Right now, the Giants. What's their draft pick?
Three.
There's a quarterback.
They
in
going
this
for
draft.
a quarterback.
That's y'all.
That's Shador right there.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
get why
like-
Shador.
Yeah, like there's a quarterback you want. You don't want Aaron Rodgers.
You would take Shador over Aaron Rodgers, wouldn't you?
Oh, of course, 100%. I take him. I take Cam.
Cam, he going number one.
You think Cam Ward is the number one pick?
Yeah.
I thought his injury.
Does
Does his injury take him?
Well, the thing about it is,
play.
the thing about it is, it's the teams that needs quarterback.
And who's won?
Tennessee.
Yeah, the Titans. They're getting Travis Henry.
Travis Hunter.
Hunter, my bad.
Nah, they going for Cam Ward. The only way that happens if somebody comes up and trade up to get that number one quarterback. The Giants might come in and say, "Hey,
So you're
look,
saying Abdul Carter's out the?
he's still top 5."
No, but you're saying he's not going to be number one.
He's not going to be number one. It's going to be Cam Ward. If it is a defensive back, if it is a defensive player, it's going to be Travis Hunter.
Y'all boys out of
It's the
control.
same. It's the TH.
Travis Hunter, I think, is the number one pick. I just think you cannot, you just got to go with the kid. Like, he's franchise changing because he's going to move jerseys. Everybody's going to get a Travis Hunter.
They ain't talking about no damn jersey. They want W's, man. So the quarterback is the most important position.
And that's cool. We'll wait until the next draft.
No, they're not doing that, bro.
I think we're taking the best player in the draft.
They're not doing that.
Okay, that's just
the only reason why I'm saying that is because the only way you take a quarterback next year, that means you plan on tanking this year again.
okay.
Nobody's openly gonna do that shit because the fact of the matter is, dudes, the life expectancy in NFL, number one, that's major. Then on top of that,
We don't know who they might sign. We gave Pittsburgh the pass.
When it comes to that tackle count, when it comes to that catch count, receiving recount, that's how they get their money.
You're
this ain't the NBA where you get a contract.
Listen, what I'm saying is this: you're the number one pick in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like you're getting ready to go into the playoffs next year.
Don't
you're
matter.
Still going to be. So why not take the best available player?
Because if you got a deep draft when it comes to defensive players, it's okay to take that risk on that. But when it comes to quarterbacks and hitting on one, now that's a big game changer. And people's careers are on the line. That's why I said the Giants. Dayball, number one. His career is on the line. You know what I'm saying? So,
of course, but that's because they've been trash after that 1 year he had that they were good.
I understand that.
And they praised him so much. I hated that. I hated that about the ball.
The last time a defensive player went number one? That tells you right there. When you got talented
old boy from NC State, Mario Williams.
Yeah, he went number one. I think it was somebody. Yeah, he is, if not mistaken, but I thought it was somebody later than that. But
it might be. I don't remember.
But yeah, that's the only one recently I remember. We got to go back and do some research on that. But overall, though, defensive player usually doesn't go number one. Well, they don't. So that's why I say quarterback. You're
talking about him like he's just a regular defensive player. The boy plays wide receiver too. You can throw him over there.
Well,
so you
the
just
thing
picked
about
up
it
two
is,
weapons in one.
No, because the thing you had to understand is he really didn't pop on people's radars until the college football playoffs. That's when he really, only people in the Big Ten knew about Abdul Carter, but he really popped out when he was on the field during the playoffs.
No, I'm talking about Travis Hunter. I'm saying like Travis Hunter is a 2-in-1 player. You get a guy who plays defense primarily, but you can trot him out there on the offensive end and he can contribute.
Nobody's going to put no number one pick on that, dog. I'm telling you. If you're going to do a number one pick and you staking your damn career on this shit, it's going to be a quarterback. You feel what I'm saying? Abdul Carter, he has injuries. You feel what I'm saying? So he gonna have to have some type of surgery. They just not gonna blow it up that big because they don't want his stock to drop and shit like that. But outside of that, nobody's gonna take no cornerback at number one unless that cornerback is like a Champ Bailey type player. You feel what I'm saying? Travis Hunter, he did his thing, but we talking about the pros now. We talking about you going to be the cornerstone of somebody's franchise. So it's going to be, number one, it's going to be Cam Ward or Shador. One of them two. Quarterback number one. Then, unless somebody want to leapfrog the Giants at number 3 and get number 2, you feel what I'm saying? That's the only shocker that'll come out of there, but it'll be a defensive player. Then it'll be a quarterback. Then it's going to be defense. It's not going to be number one, in my opinion.
Damn. Well, now I've been hearing rumors about since Myles Garrett re-signed with the Browns. There's been a rumor out there that they're trying to get Russell Wilson over to the Browns.
He did visit.
Yeah. So Russell Wilson is
Hold on,
thinking of
hold
the
on,
Browns.
time out.
You got Browns, you got Giants.
Hold on. So
And
you telling
Steelers.
me that Myles Garrett
He wants to bring more people on the sinking
Stop.
ship.
Well, hold on. You just told Myles Garrett said he wanted to play for a winner, and they told him that we'll get you Russell Wilson. That changed his mind.
Yeah.
And he was made the
and
highest.
all that money.
And he was made the highest player,
So
non-quarterback in the league.
they told you we gonna go out and get you Russell Wilson, and we gonna throw you $40 million a year.
Well, they
Ain't
still
nobody getting $40
they
million.
still have a chance. They number 2, so they can pick a quarterback too. You feel what I'm saying? So this is why I say quarterback is gonna go 1, 2, and depending
Cleveland's
on
number 2?
depending on
Where's Vegas at?
they're like outside. They're like number 6, something like that.
Where's New England at?
They're like
number 3 or 4, right?
they're like 3 or 4. The Giants is I think the Giants is like
Pull me up the draft.
I think
real quick.
New
'Cause some
yeah.
don't sound right. Like the Titans, I think are
They're
number
1. Cleveland number 2.
Ah,
So they going for quarterbacks. Cleveland going for a quarterback. They just want a veteran player quarterback there. So if in doubt that for some reason Russell ain't playing good, then the number 1 second draft pick he'll take over the ring.
Yeah. So
Yes, Tennessee, Cleveland, New York, New England, and Jacksonville.
See, so we talking about quarterback
Top 5.
So now Tennessee holds a wild card because if we talking about Cam and Shador off, that means Giants get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because them the ones that need those three need quarterbacks. So Giants might come to Tennessee and be like, "Hey, listen, we'll give you our draft pick, probably like 2 more." Well, the last time that happened was with the Panthers in Chicago. Chicago with Bryce Young, they gave up 2 number 1s, some 3. It was like 7 draft picks.
totally not worth it.
Right. So if they want that number 1 draft pick, it's going to have to be like 2, 3 number 1 first round draft pick for that month. So
Yeah.
Tennessee, this is what I believe Tennessee gonna do. If nobody comes in and give them an offer to blow their brains out, they're gonna pick a quarterback. Cleveland's gonna pick a quarterback. Then it's gonna go defense. And this one Hunter or Abdul Carter comes in, play at 3
So
and 4.
Travis Hunter or Abdul Carter ain't going until number 3.
Yeah, 3 and 4. They're not falling out of top 5.
and win the draft in April.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Next
this is going to be interesting. What else we got?
Okay. I wanted to move off the NFL and get
no.
to what?
Did we talk about Justin Fields to the Jets? I kind of like
Oh
that.
yeah. Justin Fields did sign a 2-year deal with the
I
Jets.
kind of like that move.
Which is only a 1-year deal technically.
but
Why
I
is
like
it only
it.
a 1-year deal? If
Well,
it's two?
because it gives them flexibility for the Jets if it doesn't work out. That they not tied to him long term. If he turns around and have a good season, then they come back and pretty much renegotiate a contract and give him a longer term contract. So I think it's like a 3-year contract, but 2 years it gives him 2 years to prove that he's it. And if he is it, by the time they go into their 3rd year, he can go ahead. They can negotiate a long-term deal for him. So it's like pretty much a win-win for both parties.
I like it. I think that's might be what the Jets need.
Depends on who the offensive coordinator who
Jets
he is.
need anybody better
Yeah,
at
but
quarterback.
I just think that he's going to do well at the Jets. I'm not going to say they're going to the playoffs or anything.
So
but
what
I think-
what we say about Bills get rid of Von Miller and they bring in Joey Bosa?
I mean, is that a bad move?
I
Von
think
Miller
it's
ain't-
Well,
I think
both,
it's equal.
both of them niggas was fucking hurt.
What it told me again was Josh, get your ass back out there and do it again this year because they ain't get you no weapons on offense.
I'm just saying. I mean, yeah, but I'm just looking at it like how you both niggas was hurt. Only difference is one won a Super Bowl and the other one did. Yeah, I ain't. I'm gonna leave that alone.
I mean, I just think it's an equal trade. Like you got rid of Von Miller and you brought in Joey Bosa.
That's an upgrade.
I think it's equal. I just
Yeah.
said. I think it's equal. I don't
The one
think
was
there's
less expensive. There it is.
That's all it was.
because whatchamacallit got paid.
Who?
Didn't Josh just sign a contract?
Yeah, he got the highest.
He just
contract.
got paid. Yeah.
Now,
So
let's talk about that too, because we see how he got the highest contract for a quarterback, $300 million, $250 up front. He pretty much got like the same deal Deshaun Watson got. Only difference is Deshaun, him proving it.
is Josh Allen's a winner? I don't know what we're saying.
What he won?
A lot, an MVP.
And they gave him that MVP, bro.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
We've had this conversation,
Right, and
several times.
Lamar numbers was better than him.
When
They got tired.
When I ask you about the Ravens, you're going to tell me Lamar Jackson. Then who's next after Lamar Jackson? Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry.
Okay, boom. When I ask you about the Bills, you're going to say Josh Allen. Then who comes after Josh Allen?
It all depends if you.
Who?
It all depends who you want.
Why do we have to debate?
It ain't no debate.
There's the definitive second offensive weapon. I'm gonna say it's Amari Cooper, but
Yeah, he is. Amari Cooper is. They just didn't use him.
okay, so no,
Because when he was
Josh
at
has to do
Cleveland,
way more
but when
work.
he was at he ain't have to do way more work because Amari Cooper, he was balling out everywhere. Amari Cooper has played, he's balls out. If you throw him that football, he catching that shit. So we ain't doing that.
Josh Allen
he did not
has to run the ball.
We're not gonna brush over that.
We're not gonna brush over what?
He had a weapon. Amari Cooper is no slouch at no receiver.
Amari Cooper didn't come till week 9.
It don't matter.
Yes,
They
it
brung
does.
in-
So what was he doing before those weeks?
He was balling out in Cleveland with bum ass quarterbacks.
But what was Josh Allen
with bum
doing?
ass quarterbacks.
What was Josh
so
Allen
what we
doing?
talking about?
Josh Allen still didn't have nobody. That's what we're
when
talking
they brought
about.
Amari Cooper over,
In week what?
it don't matter what week it
Derrick
was.
Henry was with Lamar from the start of the season.
Okay.
So you're making an argument.
I'm not
but it
making an
doesn't-
argument. He had a weapon, Amari Cooper, and I just said,
In week
look
9?
at his career numbers when he had quarterbacks that get him the ball, even bum quarterbacks that was throwing him the ball. He still put up numbers everywhere he been. That's the reason why they traded for him. He just
Because
didn't
they
have
needed to get Josh Allen some offensive help that he didn't have.
I mean, you can call it how you want it. The point is, Josh Allen hasn't won nothing. He got the same.
He got an MVP.
Right. Lamar got 3. What we talking about? They got tired. It's the LeBron James effect. They got tired of giving it to Lamar, so they give it to Josh. You know what I'm saying? I call it a DEI motherfucking MVP. Let's call it like what it is.
That's what it is.
That's exactly what it was. They got tired of giving it to Lamar. Lamar was putting up ridiculous numbers with Derrick Henry up there. So even when he was there and when he wasn't there, his damn numbers kept going up. That's all I'm just saying. He won a MVP. They gave him the highest contract for a quarterback. So you reset the damn market again. Basically, you saying what you gave Deshaun was an outlier. Because everybody scoffed at that shit, how he got that contract. Then turn around, you giving it to damn Josh. I can understand he got one MVP. He didn't win the game when he needed to. If he got to the Super Bowl, fine. He earned that shit. He didn't. He ain't won shit.
So what success do you see Justin Fields having with the Jets? Is the Jets going to make the playoffs?
It all depends on who the offensive coordinator. We all know the defense is going to be straight.
I don't. They have a chance. It depends on Miami because New England is not doing anything next season.
What you mean?
Like,
Why they not?
The Patriots.
Did you see all the people they signed? They had the most money to spend. They got and you talking about
Who they signed?
What?
Who they signed?
They signed all needs they had from offensive line to even on defense.
You just said all these people, but who they
I
signed?
said exact. Since you want to go ahead, and
But
wanna put it-
how are
no
you going to tell me they're going to be all this good? But who they
because
signed? We just sat here and said-
you're going off what you're basing your judgment off of last year results.
We just
And what
sat
I'm
here
saying
and had
is they
conversation
got a whole new
about
coaching
Joey
staff.
Bosa. We knew Joey Bosa went from the Chargers to the Bills.
Right.
We knew that. I'm saying, who did the Patriots sign that's going to change their trajectory like that?
I just said they spent money on in need areas that they needed. They had need areas. I'm
Shit,
not a
they
New
needed
England. First of all,
everybody.
I'm not a New England fan, so I'm gonna be 100. It's not like I'm gonna keep up statistically every damn player.
I'm just
A
saying they
Cowboy,
needed
I'm gonna do that.
everybody.
No, I'm just all I just based off my discussion off is they filled needs. They got a whole new coaching staff. Mike Vrabel, he's back in, so you know he gonna want to prove all the naysayers wrong again. So he's hungry. He got experience and shit. They done sit here and come in signing key players to help their young quarterback and stuff like that. And they got the number 3 draft pick, number 4 draft pick. So all I'm just saying is they're not gonna be like how they were last year. So it's not gonna be like no bum. When they won 3 games last year, it's not gonna be like that. They're gonna win more than their share. Now, how much? That's a different story.
Interesting. Well,
I'm just saying.
yeah. I'm eagerly awaiting the NFL draft next month. to
Shout
see
out
the
my
fate.
boy Rico Dowdle.
Really, though?
I'm just saying, he's a Gamecock. Shout out my boy Rico on his way to the
Carolina.
Panthers.
Yeah, he going to
shout out my
Carolina.
boy Rico
You ain't hollering
Dowdle.
nothing about it when he was.
I forgot.
Right.
You wasn't with them shooting.
You
games.
wasn't saying shit when he was at the damn Cowboys.
There was no
Now
need
you
to.
wanna say
Yeah,
something.
They were thwarting his growth.
You know, like,
What?
They were thwarting his
Y'all
growth.
didn't want to give Rico
He
the
see
ball.
like he shined on y'all asses.
Y'all
What
didn't
we
want to
doing?
give Rico the
On the
ball.
Giants, huh?
Y'all didn't want to give Rico the
He
ball.
got the ball.
Does that make you
Y'all
feel
had
good?
1,000 yards
The
rushing.
Giants right now, that made you feel good.
They didn't think
Yeah,
the
it
Cowboys
does.
had a rushing
Because you are a
game.
professional team. Yes. And
Cool.
your divisional
Shout out
rival.
my boy
Cool.
Rico Dowdle
Right.
going back.
Shout out to Rico
the
Dowdle.
Yeah, I know.
You
Neither
what
one of
I'm
y'all
Gamecocks.
niggas say, neither one of y'all niggas say nothing about it when you go to Cowboys. Now
Gamecocks,
he left.
let's go.
Now you want to give him his props. Y'all niggas phony.
Cool. All right, let's move off the NFL because there were some trending topics in the WNBA I wanted to discuss. First, I wanted to bring up this clip with Cheryl Miller on All the Smoke podcast.
I'm going to be honest because it needs to be said. I can relate to that young lady, and I felt for her.
Mm-hmm.
I know what it's like to be hated. I know what it's like to be a black woman and hated because of my
skin.
color.
Yeah.
I can't imagine this young lady, I don't want to use hate, but despised. And people just having, she brought some on herself a little bit because she's cocky for a good reason. And I love that about her. But to watch the dynamics and the media, they had their narrative. And I was pleased and proud to see the narrative wasn't the truth.
Right.
And Angel and her got along so well, and watching them practice. And just get it. And Caitlin's like, just fly. And watching her pass. And I didn't know how talented she was and how well she sees the game in a 3D version. Thinker, defensively a lot better than I thought and gave her credit for. So watching her and just spending a little time. And one thing, guys, that I've learned is to step back and let these kids be themselves. Look, I speak when I'm spoken to. I'm not sitting up there knocking on anybody's door, offering my advice because I don't know. I don't know what it's like to be social media, Instagram this. I don't know what it's like to be bombarded and have to be the breadwinner in the family and be a brand and be worried about what I do or say and everything else, or 24/7 being pulled in so many different directions and not knowing. Throw in the fact that if I'm insecure, if I've got my own mental issues going on, who do I talk to? I don't regret being born when I was.
Right.
And that was Cheryl Miller on the All the Smoke podcast. Shout out Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. She was discussing Caitlin Clark.
There's some truth to what she's saying, because when she was best out of all the Millers, you know what I'm saying? Because Hall of Famer Reggie Miller, her brother, she was supposed to be the better player in the whole family, and coming into when she was playing ball, she was brash and she was doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? And back in the 80s, they ain't appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? She busting all them damn white women asses on the court and shit. So, but the thing about it is, what is getting kind of like, I feel like it's getting misconstrued in the whole thing, is nobody hated Caitlin Clark, even if she was brash about making her shots. Nobody hated her. The problem was her fan base. Some of her fan base was using her as a shield, propaganda shield, to attack black female and LGBTQ players behind her. So in response of that kind of put her in an unfair position to where she was getting unnecessary shots at from, because they was like, hey, since she came to the WNBA, she's the reason why all these players are getting the money that they're getting that they deserve. And so, and in some truth, yes, she did brought new eyes to the game, but these women that opened up the doors and held the doors open for her to get there, they was seeing like they was being brushed up under the rug. So in a sense, that's where Caitlin Clark was unfairly, whatever you agree with or not, was put in a position which she didn't do it. It was some sectors in her fan base that was using her as a way to attack those areas that I was just speaking about.
So you're saying her fans are using Caitlyn as a proxy to just basically go at black women,
black and gays and
lesbians, which is pretty much most of the WNBA.
Exactly. So
yeah, I mean, I agree with what Cheryl Miller said about Caitlin Clark. But yeah, I do believe there's a lot of envy and jealousy towards Caitlin Clark because she was able to pull off things that other players weren't able to do.
That's why you're saying there was no hate towards her. Yeah, it was. We were watching the same stuff.
There was envy.
No. Actually, they don't envy her as a player. They don't. It's the fact that Mary. It's the
they
fact.
Envy her whiteness.
Exactly. That's what it
That's
was.
Why they get weed.
They envy her whiteness of the opportunity that she was able to surpass women that put in work and that's well established in her. You feel what I'm saying? Corporate America really now was forced to open up the doors to other black and brown women to get these commercial deals, to do all this other stuff. Because remember, before Caitlin Clark came in, your girl Gamecocks, how many chips she had won since then?
Dawn Stanley?
No,
Asia.
Oh, Asia.
How many chips she had won? She's the best player.
I'm not taking nothing away
so
from Asia.
again,
I love Asia.
So
but I'm just saying, Asia didn't bring that type of fan base.
Are you serious?
I'm dead ass serious.
Gamecocks? What you talking about?
Bro, Asia wasn't the first Gamecock. She's not going to be the last.
That's
was an
not
amazing
the point, though.
Gamecock.
You just said the fan base. Gamecocks. Any of them Gamecocks since Dawn Staley. You talk about this. And
yeah, I've
all right,
my
since
girls.
Dawn Staley been down there, they won 3 chips. Asia was the first one, I believe, that helped win their first chip.
Mm-hmm.
So, you telling me Gamecock Nation don't follow her? Yes, she does. The fact of the matter is, like I said, Caitlin Clark whiteness, it's fair or not, she can't help it that she was born white. She was used as a proxy. And then when you got Orange Crush out here using race and gender and as pumping his fan base up and stuff like that, she was used as a proxy. But instead of that happening, opportunities open up for everybody else that was shut out. That's all. These women was balling. Everybody talking about the WNBA wasn't making no money. The NBA would no, man, ain't nobody gonna help. They gonna help to a degree. You know what I'm saying? That is by fellow NBA players showing support, actually there at the games to help promote it. These women were doing a thing before Caitlin Clark came in. It started in college, her and Angel Reese. You feel what I'm saying? Then they started attacking Angel Reese about her color and her behavior and when.
But see that, and this is the thing that I don't think you're understanding. It started in college, but see, a lot of this transition, like you get, like what we're going to talk about in a second, the college fan base, crazy. Mm-hmm. But see, to transfer from the college fan base to a WNBA fan base is completely different. And that's where I'm trying to come at people at. We support all Gamecock girls. Mm-hmm. Doesn't mean I watch every girl that goes into the WNBA because she's a Gamecock.
Okay, so again,
I watched Caitlin Clark from college to the WNBA.
Why?
Because she could ball.
Bro, you was not talking about no Caitlin Clark and them until they got in the playoffs.
Does it matter when you were
It
talking
does.
about her? I saw her and she could ball, and then I was intrigued by it.
So all of a sudden, we got other black women that couldn't ball. We got other black women that wasn't shooting NBA logo threes. That's what we're saying here.
I did not say that.
So the only difference is a white, and really she ain't the first white girl to do it. You forgot about Diana Taurasi. Only reason why she ain't get it because she's gay. If she wasn't, she would be she's Caitlin Clark before Caitlin Clark even born. Like, come on.
Oh, she got a J like Caitlin Clark?
Man, what you mean? She's called the white mamba. Yeah. Look at her. We just talked about her accolades
the college
just
fan
last
base
week.
does not
hold on.
transfer to the WNBA fan base.
UConn Nation travels. I don't want to hear that. UConn, these story programs.
Okay.
The only reason why you really locked in, it wasn't because
Just
of
like-
her. Hold on. You're not gonna
But you gonna cut me off?
No, because you just tried to do it to me. You said just like I'm sitting here making a point. What I'm trying to convey here is the only reason why people locked in was the animosity part of the game. It wasn't the fact that, this white girl coming out here shooting threes. We seen plenty of white girls shooting threes. I just gave you
I ain't
one.
seen no white girl like shoot it like that. And
Really?
just to throw
I
this
just
out
said
there,
Diana Taurasi, Sue Bird. Come on.
And just to throw this out here, the same thing's going to happen when Juju makes her run into the WNBA. She's going to bring a whole collective of people that would have just stopped at college, but they're going to watch her specifically because she's going to the WNBA.
So what I'm saying is because Caitlyn been used as a proxy, that put extra eyes and attention on her as well as her game. Her game has not transcended that other white players have done before her. That's all I'm just saying. Y'all coming in here and see, this is why she gets the BS from other players. They envy because look at the narrative you're trying to create. You acting like she's the first white girl that come in and can shoot logo threes. Come on, we just had, what's your girl, Inescu? She was doing that before her. But she didn't get the only reason what made Caitlin Clark stick out because of the animosity where the media tried to make the beef, which it wasn't no beef between her and Angel Reese, and the political beanheads got their hands on it. They made it a white and black race issue. So that what made the eyes of the game even more. So now that's died down. Everybody else is paying attention who the next person.
Let Buddha get his word.
Bro, he could have said something.
I just listen to y'all drag this thing out. Honestly, she's dope. But the main thing, and because I'm like, I look at it like this. I watch the WNBA, but the player, they never really touted them or marketed them the right way. And that's really the main thing. It's all about marketing, yo. It's just all about marketing.
Again, what I'm saying here, what y'all gonna keep skipping over is her game has not transcended the women's game. The women's game has always been transcended. Now, I'm somebody that's been following the women's college game. I just named 2 UConn legends. Hell, I forgot about your girl that Maya Moore.
And let me
go ahead.
I mean, that list is longer than that. But
exactly.
But this is my thing, though. Another thing that we look at Caitlin for is she didn't play at one of these big power schools.
That's the main thing.
She didn't come from UConn.
She carried
or Stanford.
She
or
carried Iowa.
UCLA. She carried Iowa. That was the intrigue. Why is Iowa?
But
I'm
saying, I just think
Iowa
it was more so.
Iowa had
name one other chick
I don't
from
know.
Iowa.
Listen, let's get something straight, bro. I don't follow Iowa as deeply, so don't even try to come in and question me on that. But what I am going to say, Caitlin Clark got the shine. Caitlin Clark was
because she was a hooper.
She was the star of the team, but she ain't motherfucking score all the damn points by herself. She had other.
She carried them.
She
scored
got her
a lot of them
teammate,
points
her former teammate that's on her team now in the NBA, WNBA. She was in college. She was another three. I can't even think of the young lady name. She was another 3-point sniper on the team. Caitlin Clark just got to shine because yes, her game is a lot better. But what I'm going to say, and I'm gonna stick to this, what made her a hot take was when politics got involved in it. Her game is no different from anybody else that came before her. That's all I'm just saying.
I disagree.
That's fine.
But the only reason I'm saying that is because, again,
can?
she carried Iowa.
Okay.
And the reason she got tout, like I'm saying, it's all about marketing. It's all about because she talks. She's a talker. She's
don't
like
talk.
But then
what do you mean she don't talk?
But
She's a
no,
trash
but this
talker
is my
on the
thing.
court.
But you
that's
say
the whole thing.
All
She
these
talks
girls
trash.
you named from are from Connecticut. Connecticut
I could
is the number one
I go
women's
Tennessee,
school of
nigga.
all
I go
time.
Tamika Catchings.
No, that's
I
fine.
go. I
But
go
those are all-
Fouls. I mean, I can
you're
name.
proving my
I can,
point.
No,
You're
I'm not.
going
I
to
can
these
name
great
20 other great players.
From
that's
From PWIs.
You're naming these women from great programs, and we're saying Caitlin Clark played
LSU
at
wasn't
Iowa.
great like that. No, the LSU women now they is. Back then when Fouls came out, they wasn't like that in the 90s.
Because they
Bro,
had to go
I
up against
follow back.
Tennessee and
Yo,
UConn.
listen. Let's get something straight.
What
I
you
follow
mean?
women's basketball. Obviously, y'all don't because if you were,
don't do that.
if you was
Don't do
following
that.
women's
Don't do
basketball,
that.
you wouldn't have been talking about her when she got in the playoff, when they got in the NCAA. You've been talking about her throughout her entire
What we're
career.
saying
That's
is-
what I'm saying.
But
That's what I'm calling the
how
bull
can we know
at.
about somebody until they show us about her?
She ain't
You're
show
saying-
you shit.
You don't hear about a lot
She
of these
didn't win. What she
chicks.
win?
You don't hear about
She
a lot
saw
of
she
these
got her
women
ass whooped 2
until
years in a row.
like now, March
Her
Madness.
game is nice. Her game is nice.
It's
I
gonna
don't
be
take
somebody
nothing-
new, just like last
I don't
year.
take nothing from her game, bro. And see, this is where it's getting all mushy at. Her game is great. She got a good. No, let me walk that back. Her game is good.
No,
The
that's great.
fact of the matter is, the politics open up the doors for the other women, and they use her whiteness to do that.
But what
that's
I'm
the reason
trying
why
to get
all these
across to you
opportunities
is
are came out.
everybody didn't see it like that. Every black person didn't see it we just saw that the girl could hoop and we wanted to watch her game.
Bruh,
That was it.
I'm gonna call bullshit because, like I said, the game cost y'all won has the much winning. The women game cost has winning.
Shout out Doris Daly.
It's been plenty of damn ballers that come out. Politics was
Not like
never
that.
attached. Politics was never attached to the game. That's all. And when it came
So you're saying
misogynist and sexist, that's when it took a whole new level.
So you're saying it's not possible to watch the game, putting politics aside, just to be like, yo,
It opened up the
girl can
doors.
hoop.
Now see, this is where it was bad and good. It was bad because, like I said, she was used as a proxy to attack black women, and that's not her. Some of her fan base. So let me reiterate that. Then outside of that, yes, her game. So now the politics is no longer involved in the NCAA women's game no more. Now people are paying more attention to it because why? We're focusing on Juju Watsy. We're focused on NC State women that's out there balling and stuff like that. So again, it has opened up doors. But if you take the politics outside of that, nobody would have been talking about Caitlin Clark. That's word.
I have to disagree again.
That's fine.
We'll leave it there.
That's fine. We can clearly disagree on that.
But all them points she scored, we would have been talking about her.
Hell, you wouldn't, because you know why? They didn't even mention the dude that scored more, the woman that scored more points than her. That's all I'm just saying. Politics played a major part in this, dog. Y'all don't gotta agree with me on that shit, but if you take the politics part out of it, nobody would have been talking about Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark.
Okay.
The top draft picks. You're right.
Still wouldn't.
I wanted
You don't
to,
even know none of the top draft picks.
I'm just saying,
before
the top
Caitlin
draft
Clark.
picks.
I'm just saying. You don't even know then. So that's what I'm saying. You don't know
Nobody's
about
gonna
the
be talking
game.
about the top
you
draft
know
picks.
about South Carolina because you repping South Carolina, so you're gonna know that. That's a regional thing. But when it comes to the national, nobody is really deep in women's basketball.
Hold on. And
that's
where-
fact.
But no, that's where you're wrong.
No,
Because
you don't. You didn't even know. You didn't even know.
You're getting loud, but you're not letting me
So,
finish
yeah,
my
go-
point.
'cause you-
now, because
You think your opinion is everybody's fact.
Hey, no,
That's
it
where
ain't
the
got,
problem
bro,
is.
it don't matter. I
perfect
got a
time to
strong
sound
ass
off
opinion. I'm
because, see,
standing
no,
on it.
it's
You don't
fine.
want to put the
So you're saying
politics.
that-
Fine.
You
Your
don't want
opinion
to
is
put the
fine,
politics
but you
apart
screaming
about
your
it.
opinion
You're trying to
doesn't
say
make it
her game
everybody's
is
fact.
what
You're saying
did
the
it.
girl-
Y'all don't even know nothing about
You're
the
saying
girl.
the
That's
girls'
all I'm just
tournament's not going
saying.
to be popular this year again.
Bro, let me
March
say.
Madness is upon us.
This is how you
Where the champions really rise.
You're tone deaf. What I specifically said, if you don't add the politics to that shit, when her and Angel Reese, it wasn't even no beef. When media got involved in it, and I just said proxy. That when politics got involved, that put more eyes on the game. Good or
Caitlin is
bad.
a trash talker. She's the trash talker on the court.
bro.
That's
I'm
dope.
done
That's
on
what
this
people like.
conversation.
That's what draws people to her.
Trash
She
talking ain't
talks
got
trash
shit to do with it, bro.
on the court.
You know, she ain't the first white girl to trash talk, man.
And
What the fuck?
back it up.
Just as
With a
many
game.
people are
She
gonna
ain't the
watch
first one.
The men's tournament is going to watch the women's tournament because that's how much we love women's college
Bro, you
basketball.
couldn't even tell me nobody before. You couldn't even tell me about Caitlin Clark before she got in, before she was put in the spotlight for that. And then when did we start?
So,
when did we start celebrating?
When
When do we start celebrating people who don't win?
After she's found out, is it wrong for me to be like, well, let me go see what she could do since she's getting all this
Hype.
this publicity? Let me go see
If it's
what
even
this
worth
young lady
the
can
hype.
do.
All right,
Okay.
like I said,
Well-
if you knew about it, you would have said something about it before she got in the NCAA.
Now the chat.
In high school?
Ulysses.
I wasn't talking about her in no damn high school.
You said before she got in the NCAA. That's why I
Yeah,
was asking,
Ulysses
talking about high
Santana
school?
says how many WNBA players had this much hype coming out of college like Caitlin
And I'm gonna
Clark?
say this again. She got the hype because of politics played in it. That's how she got the hype. Her game, Sue Bird, I just gave you greats before her, white women that has game, that shoots threes, that can shoot that. Inescu, what she was doing with Steph
But
Curry
they're not
every
handling that
NBA.
ball like her, though.
All right,
They're not
I'm
handling
done
that
on
rock
this,
like her.
All right.
bro. They carry the rock. Why
And
they
like I
bust
said,
her ass all
the
year?
transition from college ball fandom as watching women's basketball
Right.
to the WNBA is different.
Bro, ain't that many motherfuckers in Iowa that's gonna carry over in the damn WNBA? Like, come on, bro. Are we serious here? That's not even a fucking market. She got a market based off her skin color and politics, and her game followed through.
She carried a university.
Bro, I'm good, bro. I'm
Okay.
done on this, man.
All right.
I'm
All
done
right.
on it.
We know.
You right.
We got to get to our second topic of the WNBA labor negotiations because I believe Angel Reese and who was it? Dejanay Carrington were discussing a possible strike on Angel Reese's podcast. I got the clip.
Yeah, the CBA is coming up. I can't wait. Girl, y'all benefited from everything. Y'all youngins benefited from NIL.
What does that mean? We deserve more. Everybody.
I agree.
Everybody.
I agree with that.
But we got to face the consequences.
What? Y'all gotta deal with something.
But the women coming in, not this year, but next year. 'Cause
Yeah.
The ones coming in this year will still be on the rookie contract again.
Mm-hmm.
The ones the year after, they gonna get more. They probably gonna be making more than us.
Oh, they are.
I'm
They
hurt.
are. Like, yeah. I've been in the meetings. They are.
I need to get in the.
You need to come to the
I
meeting.
gotta get in the meetings because I'm hearing like, yeah, they don't give us. If y'all don't give us what we want, like, we sitting
Yeah,
out.
that's a possibility for real.
Yeah.
All right. That was Angel Reese and Dejanay Carrington discussing possible WNBA league-wide strike.
Don't do it.
Yeah, I do not think it's a wise decision
Don't do it.
to
Please don't do it.
have a strike, especially now when you are just gaining popularity and people are going to want to see Caitlin Clark.
Why wouldn't you do it?
What?
Why wouldn't you do it?
Because you're not going to be missed as much as you think you are.
All right. So again, you stepping on your own argument that you just
No,
that you
I'm
just
not.
did.
Everybody's not pulling the Caitlin Clark fan base. We wouldn't be having this conversation if every woman in the WNBA had a fan base like Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark don't have no bigger fan
Let
base
me-
than all the women there, bro. So let's go ahead. And lock that.
I'm not
No,
saying she
don't.
has the biggest. I'm
If
just
she
saying
does,
if
then they
every
go on a strike.
woman,
Go
if
ahead.
every woman had the fan base of Caitlin Clark, they wouldn't even be having this conversation.
So now, since you said that, why wouldn't it be smart to capitalize off on that, huh?
Well, actually, as some numbers are being reported, is that the WNBA generated $200 million in revenue last season, but only 9.3% went to player salaries, compared to the NBA receiving full 50% of league revenue. Players getting 50% of the league revenue. So NBA players are getting 50% of the league revenue. WNBA
Ain't
players
even
are
getting
getting
10%.
9.3.
Not even getting 10%. So why wouldn't you? If her fan base is that strong, they'll wait.
The rest of the thing would be how much is the WNBA's what you call and
200 million is
and
what
how
they
much is the
generate.
NBA?
No, you can't-
5.3 billion.
Yeah, you can't compound
They're
that.
not.
That's
but that's-
I think what
oranges,
they're
bro.
saying is percentage.
It's
'cause
percentage wise, dog.
Yeah, and the biggest thing I'm taking from that is there's y'all are both on two different levels with this, because one is Caitlin Clark definitely has a bigger fan base than a lot of women in the league. That's the one thing. I'm not saying that she's the ultimate one, but she definitely does have a larger fan base. Okay. But they definitely need to renegotiate. Because there's a lot of money that these women should be making that's being left on the table, and it's things that they are just now getting because of this last few years draft class, as far as just amenities that are involved with the WNBA.
And with the ones that's coming in with an NIL deal north of their WNBA salary, they got more flexibility and power that they can come in without even touching the damn court.
And this is my thing real quick. Like Juju. We all know Juju has this big ass
fan base.
Not the fan base, but that building that they painted her picture on. I don't know if you've seen that or not. And the marketing that they put behind Juju and stuff like that.
Oh, my God.
You need to market more of your players a little bit better.
Yeah.
That Dub was right. You need to market your players better.
Yeah, so it looks like this deal could be a big deal. And it looks like, the WNBA season is only 9 weeks, and the average salary is $250,000.
Right, which there's a lot of money on the table that they should be getting.
Yeah, that's just a slap in the face.
Right, exactly.
Like, I'm not even gonna lie, that's a slap in the face.
They should renegotiate.
And the other kicker, once you add to it, if you really look at it this way, you know how many people are throwing these money behind these damn gambling, all these gambling sites? Now, they got income. Like, come on, yo. Y'all are robbing these women right now. Y'all are robbing these women.
So they're getting money.
Because they smoking everybody parlays now, too. So shit, like, y'all definitely up their money.
That's why they should renegotiate and get out the damn CBA, because of where the trajectory that is already gone and is proven.
Yeah, but I do think it's a little unfair for the players to only be getting 9.4%, but I definitely don't think they're going to get 50% like the NBA players. I do believe the WNBA is still in debt despite making some revenue. Is that how it works?
No,
don't they still owe people money?
Like I said, they got a lot of sponsors involved, and then like I said, a lot of these owners, they're billionaires, so they be able to bring in money. They're just trying to play that. Oh, they broke. They not broke, man. If they wouldn't have been operating for 25 years plus. 25 plus years. Let me make sure I put the plus in front of that. No business stay open for 25 years and they losing money. Like that's unheard of.
Okay. Yeah. Well, in the chat they're saying this season the WNBA will lose $40 million.
It don't matter when you can get 100, when you can get anywhere from 60 to 80 million. You could double that just by sitting out and getting negotiation.
Yeah, so it does look like the WNBA will lose $40 million.
They can make it back up once they negotiate.
Yeah, and that's a bit better than the $50 million it was originally forecasted and reported from several media sources. So,
okay, this is my question.
Yeah.
All right. Juju is a sophomore. Am I right?
Yeah.
Juju can't leave school next year. She has to come back for another year, right?
She'll be a junior next year, so she'll be able to come out next year.
Yeah, she got to come back next year.
Oh, that's WNBA.
Okay,
rules?
so what I'm saying is the biggest star, you still gotta wait on another year. You're not hyping anybody up from this year's class.
No, what's the name come out of UConn? Paige Becker. She's the one that's coming out this year.
But
she's and their favorite to win the.
I like Paige. Don't get me wrong, but her name isn't ringing like Juju name.
I understand. I get it, man. Yeah. We talk about two different. It's no different from the men's game when you got somebody that's athletic versus somebody that's a playmaker.
I mean, to me, it's kind of because, perfect example, like the men's game.
Yeah,
coming from college to the NBA, Cooper Flag is the Starship Enterprise.
And this is the first time we could actually put a name on who's going to be number one.
No, there's been
we just had this conversation before the NBA draft last year. We couldn't even name the top 5.
Well, that was this year's draft.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. But we could the season started, so it was last year's draft. We couldn't even name. All of them was French. You feel what I'm saying? So this year we got a American-born player, white on top of that. Yeah, everybody can remember Cooper Flag versus whatever the French player's name.
Zach LaRoche,
and Wimbyambi. And you got to twist it. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. So we could put a name on the men's, like, yeah, Cooper Flag, number one. We couldn't say that last year. WNBA, without getting off subject, the women should renegotiate. It's a lot of money that's on the table that they should be getting. They can get, if they're projected to get 40, that means they can have 60 to 80 million.
9.3 definitely sounds like you're in a rapper contract.
Yeah.
It definitely sounds like you're in a rapper's contract.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Them NIL deals that them young ladies getting coming out of college is double their NBA salary is like 200 and some thousand, 250,000. They get millions of dollars in NIL money in college.
Oh, before we go any further, shout out my man Yuli was in the chat. Shout out did Duke win tonight or is the game tomorrow?
It's tonight.
Yeah,
I think the game should be on now.
Well, anyway, he's a Duke fan. You know what I'm saying, and they beat Carolina without Cooper Flag,
which I told them it was gonna happen.
It was a close game. What was it? A foul line
violation.
Why wasn't Cooper playing? Is he injured?
Oh,
yeah, he twisted his ankle.
Which is why I think he should go to the league.
Yeah,
like I think you should go to the league. I don't even know. That last week we were like, he was no, bye. And it looked kind of bad too. They say he good.
Look, man, we talking about somebody that's 18 that's body is not even in a full grown body that they can take those. You know what I'm saying? But I get what you're saying.
Okay, I want to move away from basketball and give an update on the story we covered last week regarding Xavier Worthy. As you know, Xavier was arrested for domestic violence last week.
Duke won the ACC championship.
Okay.
Yeah. And, so the score was 73-62.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. So Xavier Worthy was arrested a week ago, but the charges were dropped, and based on allegations of violence made by his it says former fiance Tia Jones. So he got a little bit of that simp about him and made her a former. Because
his mama probably smacked the shit up. Nigga, you better stop playing. What's wrong with you?
So, it looks like old girl went and filed an order of protection.
Right, ain't got it. No, did she get it?
Yeah, she secured a temporary protective order against Worthy, and he denies all allegations made in the civil filing. And despite attempting an order after a protective order, it was not granted to the accuser. Okay, so I was unaware. I thought it was granted. So it looks like she tried to do that to kind of hype him up and shit on his name. And she wasn't granted that, so
scandalous.
Yeah, so far he's out here trying to figure out what can he do to protect himself because
get away from her.
Yeah, that's all he needs.
Get as far away from her as possible.
Then he save her ass by not pressing charge on her ass, and she still try to come for his ass.
Yeah,
like come on, man.
Just get away from her.
See, this is the reason why. Let's go back when we was talking about why a lot of dudes that get to the top. They pass their girls and women around. They don't want to get down and deal with this ratchetness like this because
the Kardashians are always getting picked up.
Right, you got to know that who's the breadwinner is and who you are attached to. You got to play your damn position.
They're like a solid veteran backup point guard, the Kardashians.
Right, you got to play your position. That's why they don't reach back down messing with these normal chicks because they at ratchet and try to have the police. Like, that's another thing. Niggas always got there call the damn police over temporary fucking feelings and shit. Like, really? That's stupid.
You don't call the police on me. It's
a rap. Can't fuck with you. Because you don't even understand that you put me at danger as well as your dumb ass. What them damn motherfuckers come shoot and kill our asses? But you mad because you don't know how to keep your motherfucking emotions in check.
But like you said, it's me. It's not really you. It's me you're putting in danger because I'm a young black male.
I got money.
But niggas get shot all the time by the police and stuff like that, especially on domestic stuff and stuff like that. So, once you hit the police on me, we're done. But see what it is, this the problem. A lot of these goofy, and I was one of them at one time, go back. A lot of these goofy
I
dudes go
can't
back.
go back.
I can't go back.
After stuff is transpired, they find their way back into this situation and don't take the flag for what it is.
That is one thing I can safely say I've never
Once you
done.
call
gone
police
back.
on me on some bullshit,
Ever.
I can't fuck with you.
Yeah, I've never gone back. If we were in a relationship
Like
and
I
we
said,
broke up,
you,
there's
you
a
can
reason.
you can fucking jeopardize my life.
Well, let me ask you this though, and this goes back, and I don't mean to jump back, but especially so we're talking about athletes and their others. Y'all don't think Travis Hunter's stock is going to take a hit at all because of his spouse, his
because
chick?
of his girl. Yeah,
Yeah,
Lots
it is.
of
That's
people
why he's
looking-
not going number one.
Nah.
Yeah. Listen,
girl
man.
ain't that
You
bad.
number one. You the face of the league, dog. Before you step in the league.
You know what? What it is these chicks are waiting for her to mess up, for Travis to get tired of this.
Yeah,
And
but
as soon as he get tired, they gonna be waiting on him.
Right,
They
but
know
when
he
you
coming.
talking about billionaires about to sign you $1 million contracts and shit like that, they got the FBI all in your motherfucking business. So if they know you got a troublesome person in your space, they gonna send this shit to the people. They're like, hey, this is all the positives, this where the negatives at. She's up there. Trust me, believe this social media shit that's going around, that's part of their
social
data
media.
as far as judging, as far as where we gonna draft this nigga at. You feel what I'm saying? And he black. You feel what I'm saying? So they know if an NFL team gets him, she's gonna be a problematic, because we look what happened. I just said Bryce Young. Look what happened when his girl left him and went to Tyrese Maxey. Played so fucking bad, he got benched. They talking about get rid of his ass out of Carolina. As soon as he got her ass out of system, he come back balling.
This.
Okay, so it looks like Xavier Worthy's lawyers have released some details in regards to what happened when he was in jail. So it looks like while Xavier Worthy was locked up and arrested by the police, it looks like his fiance did not respond to the detective's request. And it also looks like she removed some valuable items from his house while he was locked up. And he is the sole owner of the house. So, all items inside of the home are considered his. So she returned some of the stolen items from his house after, they questioned her about why she took some of the things. So not only is she a cheater, she's a thief. She's just a dusty bitch.
Right, exactly.
God.
Stealing shit.
Now
she know it's over.
Yeah, she
know it's
knew.
over.
She knew it was a wrap.
know
Let
it's
me go
over.
back in the crib and get this nigga
I ain't
shit.
gonna be able to go back and let me get about what I can now. She knew it was over. He
Man,
done with her.
Listen, man, they know about your business before you even know about it. They ain't got them FBI in your damn business doing a background search like that when you become an
And
athlete.
on top of that, you risking my livelihood.
Yes.
You're risking my livelihood.
Oh, some bullshit.
You know, I play football. I make good money. Great
And
money.
you know they don't mind putting your black ass on the exempt list. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, like,
Get
but
away
see,
from her as quick
they
as
ain't
you
even-
can.
You notice they ain't even putting a lot of niggas on there because they know a lot of these chicks that's with them. They already they done been through it. They know a lot of them with these problematic ass women, and they know they can forecast it's gonna be a problem. So when the shit happens, right? You don't see Commissioner what's good and putting their ass on Goodell putting their ass on the exempt list like how they were 5 years ago. They were putting them niggas up there like hotcakes. And motherfuckers said, you up there. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even doing that shit no more because they know if you got somebody in your corner that's gonna be a problem, that shit is already known. They're just not putting it out there for everybody else to know unless you follow them like that.
Yes. So we send our condolences to Xavier Worthy on a dead relationship, and hopefully you learn from this.
Definitely learn.
Yeah, as you get older and that money gets bigger, the stakes are going to be higher, and there's going to be more women like her. But
and I hope there's other young men out here who are watching this
pay
situation,
attention,
who are
dog.
paying attention to this.
I hope other NFL players see how old girl acted and keep her out of their circle.
Like-
next thing you know,
Yo, you know somebody gonna try to make a
she,
wife
she
out
a
of it.
bad little chick.
Yeah,
now.
you know,
I ain't gonna
she
hate
might
on the
she
look.
might get a hold of somebody meat while they drunk or whatever.
Yeah,
and
but
it's
watch your
a wrap.
goddamn wallet.
It's a wrap.
yeah.
Them bitches don't stay up there for no reason now. They do what the fuck they supposed to do to stay in that realm. Cause they know if they don't, once you drop below that realm, you ain't coming back. You feel what I'm saying? So They might. If you make it up there, they gonna. If the ones that's being passed around, they got something good with them. The reason why they getting passed around, So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Subscribe, comment, like, share on anything you see up here.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to move from one bad situation in love to another bad situation in love. You had Iman Shumpert agreeing to a multi-million-dollar divorce settlement with his ex-wife, Teyana Taylor. And it looks like she made out like a bandit. They were married for 8 years. She's set to receive 4 luxury homes valued at over $10 million, a one-time 7-figure payment, various luxury vehicles, including a $300,000 Maybach, a $70,000 Mercedes Sprinter, and a tour bus. She will also maintain full ownership of her business, and in addition to the financial settlement, Shumpert is required to pay $8,000 per month in child support for their 2 daughters, and he will also cover their private school tuition costs and ensure that their children will be well provided for. And it looks like, despite this happening, Taylor has maintained a cordial relationship with Shumpert, because really, how can you be mad at a nigga?
You just robbed blind.
Like, yeah.
Trust believe, yesterday NBA money ain't today's NBA.
It surely ain't.
But it's still it's more than what Junior Bridgeman had to flip.
I mean, yeah, but still though, again,
and this dude
but actually, if you want to be real, she made more money than him.
Shit.
No.
Maybe. Well, now maybe.
When they got together, he was at the, Shumpert.
How many years Shumpert got?
Shumpert was a first-round draft pick, but he wasn't no star player.
How many years Shump got in the
He got
league?
over 10.
He got over 10.
He got over 10.
Shump got some money. I'm not going Shump got some
But
money.
not, it's
I'm sure
100K. He got over that, but it's not Teyana Taylor money. She get money
now because she got some in my Shumpert money. So now definitely.
No, I'm talking about if you take his money out of. I mean, she does movies, she does music and stuff like. She's a hot artist, female artist. So she ain't no slouch now. She probably had more money than his ass.
Didn't she just have a movie come out?
I think so.
Her and
she don't care if it
SZA
did anything.
SZA and
she don't care if it did anything.
Your girl we just talked about,
Kiki Palmer.
Kiki
Oh, Kiki,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
who that was.
Oh, yeah.
But and I heard it's funny. I'm gonna have to go check it. I heard it's a good movie. But Shump signed a couple of contracts.
He did,
like,
but what I'm saying is, as his career waned later on in the years, the contracts and the money didn't add up. She was technically making, more than him. Remember, yesterday's NBA contracts ain't today's. That shit's like quadruple today. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference.
That's crazy. So in addition to all of this, she's apparently moved on and she's dating actor Aaron Pierre.
She been dating him.
You haven't seen it? This nigga, like,
I don't follow
Teyana
Teyana Taylor.
This nigga, like, every chick had a crush on the dude 2 weeks ago. So I mean, like, yeah, I know who he is.
Of course, they got a crush on him because he with Teyana.
Shit, that Teyana's his retirement plan. She just made out like a bandit. God damn, 4 homes? Yeah. That's the part that got me. Okay, 1 home, I get it.
4 homes and 3 vehicles.
4 homes
and a 7-figure payout.
I just don't get it. But I mean, they signed a.
When you get married, got all that money and get it
right.
There was a prenup too. So
exactly.
That's what happened.
I heard there was a cheating clause in the prenup, and
he got fucked up.
Yeah,
they were jumping off together for what I heard, but he was still jumping though.
God, that shit.
Yeah, like I said, why get married? Y'all just be partners and shit like that. Just
Nah, cause she's trying to.
No, she made a come up.
Yeah, but I'm saying most chicks. You're saying why get married because she's trying to get some financial.
You gonna still be taken care of. We just partners. You still getting taken care of. Marriage.
Yeah, but if you leave me,
you still straight. We can have a little.
You saying that?
No. Nope. See, I'll go. No. I will go as far.
It's time to leave.
No. Real talk. If once I become rich, right? I'm fucking with somebody, and if we're not married, I'm doing like what probably Oprah doing with motherfucking Stedman and shit. You feel what I'm saying? They been fucking with you over 20, 30 years and shit like that. Look, there's a clause in there. They got a contract in there to where he's gonna be taken care of because obviously she's the bigger breadwinner with him, and she probably put him on.
You don't know that money could go to Gail, nigga.
Nah, that money she got.
But like
listen,
I said,
that nigga ain't dead for no reason.
But you're saying these people are together. I'm talking about when the split. So we've been
if we
cohabitating for 15 years.
We
or
split.
So then we're splitting.
We split. We got. I'm still again. See when you making money like that, it ain't no simple just you get the fuck on them out. If you've been taking care of their lifestyle like that, and you have, if you
why isn't it?
What you mean?
Why isn't it get the fuck on? If we're not married and we ain't got shit to
again, but this is the only thing I'm talking about. And this is a person, mind you, I'm not married, but I'm just talking about coming from somebody when you're making money. It's no simple as you gotta go. You think somebody that's been dating somebody like 5, 10 years, you've been taking care of their lifestyle, they have been sacrificing for you, meaning they support you in some type of way. And they've been consistent at that. You have to supplement their lifestyle to a degree. And especially it depends on what state you live in. So you got states like California and shit like that. We just talked about
You say what?
I mean, it depends on what the law says.
Exactly.
I can't tell you just to get the fuck on.
If she been staying with you for some years and shit, and you been taking care,
you gonna try the common law shit.
If obviously y'all more than just going, y'all going together. Y'all had a sexual relation for some years now.
If we ain't get married and stuff
I feel
like that,
I get what you're saying.
Papers,
I get what you're saying.
It's
but
nothing.
I'm not saying, but see, the difference is in this situation is you're not forcefully giving up whatever a large amount of property. You can give a certain amount to where here you go, you can get on your feet and see you later. If you a millionaire, you can give somebody like 50 to 100K.
Being nice.
Yeah, being nice, nigga.
I don't have to.
You
be
going,
nice.
but ain't too many motherfuckers ain't go. If you a boss nigga, ain't too many niggas. Only way I'm telling you. Now, I'm just saying, dog.
If you ain't got to give nothing to get away scot-free.
And especially if she held you down in some type of capacity over the years.
It all depends on how we possibly.
That's what I'm saying.
Left on terms.
That's all I'm saying.
The terms we left.
The terms we left on. If it's been all right, you gonna make sure like, here, I'm gonna give you a nice pay.
That's not a gift.
She ain't stealing shit out your house while you in the hospital.
Exactly right. That part.
Yeah.
What you say? You know we breaking
right.
up.
We know we breaking up.
I ain't worried about you stealing.
Right. I'm
gonna
look out for you so you ain't. So you know what I'm saying. You be all right and stuff. You be on your feet. Hell, if you was smart, nigga, while you been together, you better have a couple of businesses already established making money. That's why I'm be pushing. You got
yeah. But she made out like a goddamn bandit though. So I mean, I ain't mad at her.
We all knew she was.
At least she won't end up like old girl in our next story, because Don Robinson.
Before we go there, this for my wrestling fans. no, this is cool though. BET dropped their top 10 black wrestlers of all time.
Of all time. I'm about to say, I saw
Booker T was number 1. I remember that. And Rock was number 2.
Okay.
Rock was number.
Where's Coco Beware?
Coco did not make the list.
Where did Mr. T?
Mr. T wasn't a wrestler.
What?
He was at a wrestling event.
He was promoting WrestleMania 3.
He wasn't a wrestler.
Yes.
I'm about to say he was at.
Other notable names that you might know: JYD was number 6.
Coco Beware didn't make it?
Yeah, that's really weird.
That's weird as hell. I know you said.
All I remember was
Junkyard
Coco
made it
Beware getting his ass kicked every Saturday night main event.
And that's probably the reason why.
He didn't make it. Coco Beware did not make it. That means that
a white boy made the list.
Look, they ain't care where you had him at, just as long as he was on the list.
Yeah,
that's a DEI vibe.
Booker T was 1, and Rock was 2, and Kofi Kingston was 3. So just wanted to do that.
Who was like the last one?
He's part of this group called the New Day.
Who was the last one?
Who
was like the nigga that filled it out at the bottom?
Number 15 was Jazz, and she was a black wrestler.
Okay, I remember Jazz.
Had a nice body. She had a band.
Okay.
What wrestler didn't have a nice body?
Yeah.
Female.
Who are all these fat?
Charlotte Flair.
Oh, see.
Charlotte Flair.
She's in there
Like
because
a
of
peacock.
her people. Is her last name Flair?
Yes.
Oh, Ric
Ric
Flair.
Flair.
Right?
Yeah, it's his daughter.
Okay, well that's
They
an
say who don't have
She's
a
like
nice
the
body,
Bronny
her.
James of wrestling.
Right, exactly. You got him because your daddy and your daddy's name.
Before we go to the topic, the topic, I got one more topic, and I was glad you're here for this. I'm glad you're here too. Music. Does Busta Rhymes?
Oh God.
He has a classic catalog.
No, he doesn't.
He has a classic catalog, I think.
Yeah,
But does he have a classic album?
Yes.
The closest is When Disaster Strikes.
That's the first. No, the
That's
first.
the
one.
second album.
No, I think the
Look,
first
Aaron.
one. The first one.
I wanted
was
to
the classic.
jump this one real quick.
The first one. The first one was the classic.
The first album was The Coming. The second one was When Disaster Strikes.
Yeah,
and
the
to
first
me, that
one. The
was
first
He
one.
had
he-
ELE.
ELE was. I don't put it above the first two.
The first one was a classic. That
I
was
wouldn't
that was
say
that
any
was
of
that
his
was
albums are
that was
classic.
something in
And see,
'98 right there.
And that's why I say.
I
I
love
don't think
that,
he has
boy.
a classic album.
I say
I don't know if
Busta
he
has a-
put an album together like
Buster has a classic
that, though.
catalog.
Unless you include greatest hits.
That's what I'm saying.
That's about the only-
His catalog
awesome.
is deep. Yeah,
His catalog.
He has singles.
yeah. He got
great
hella
songs,
singles
but I don't
and,
know if he has
and
an
all that
actual
stuff.
Yeah, I
but
don't
as
think
one
it's-
album.
that first one was a
have to
classic.
Damn, you
Coming
call me
is
this
on.
one. I don't like that. You know I love Busta.
Y'all.
That's why I said I'm
When I
glad
step
you
up
were
in your
here
dick,
so
I-
I could add.
No, Busta does not have any official
I'm
classic
not gonna say
albums.
that. I'm
No,
gonna reserve.
That's a classic.
And I like
album.
Busta's catalog.
That's
I
a
just
classic.
don't think
His
he has any
catalog's
classic.
classic.
He got some good albums. He got some joints on them, but there's no classics. Busta does
Good
not
to great
have a classic
albums,
album.
but no classic albums. That's just how I look at it. And he had, like you said, the first one.
What Coming? I can't put The Coming above the When Disaster
I
Strikes. the
mean,
second
we
album.
just gonna have to agree to
And
disagree. I
ELE.
care.
Yeah,
But he got some great songs though. He
He-
got songs
Look,
forever.
anytime you got more than 4 songs on an album,
No,
No, we're from the we're from the era where they used to have real whole like
wait.
16 songs and shit.
No, what?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so I said number one. I didn't even put a number on it. I said anytime you have more than 4 songs on an album. Now albums, yeah, they range from 12 to 16 back then. You feel what I'm saying? So if somebody had 12 songs on it, that was considered a good album.
This is a classic to me.
I didn't put no number on it.
I'm gonna put a number on it.
Okay.
If you got 12 songs on that album, 10 of them things better ride. 10 of them songs
At least
better
9,
ride.
dog. At least 9.
9 makes it questionable because that's one too many songs I might have to skip.
Come
Like,
on,
not
bro.
making
So you said a 12-song
One of my-
album, 9 doesn't count as a classic?
No. But one
That's
of my
over six. That's
one
over
of my
60%.
favorite albums is
If it's a
Black
classic,
Rob.
you can't have no fillers. That's
One of
just my
favorite
personal
albums is Black
opinion.
Rob's album, Life Story.
Life Story.
is a great album, but it's some skips on that joint. Like Only Built for Cuban Links, classic. It's classic. Illmatic, classic. No skips.
To Cal isn't.
To Cal is. Don't
Yeah,
No, that's
say
too-
this
yeah,
about
it's
Meth.
not a classic
It's not
album.
a classic then, based off what you saying.
Meth ain't got no classics.
No, you don't.
No, Meth ain't got no classics.
No.
There are lots of legendary rappers with no classics.
Jada ain't got no classics.
None. That's true.
Jada don't have no
Jada got
classics.
hits. He ain't got no classic album.
Okay.
Cam ain't got no classics.
Now,
That's
hold
true.
on. Now, when you start getting into 2000, you know the number of songs is no longer 12 no more. They don't
It
drop
don't
to like
matter.
10. Hold on. So if it drops to 10, right? If it's 10,
This nigga grading on a curve.
Yeah, you still need about 8. And no, you need 9 now for sure. You need 9 for
Damn,
sure.
Sal.
If you- no,
Yeah, I'll say
and this is the
it's
main reason,
process.
Hassan. This is the main
Weighted
reason.
GPAs
Just
and
because, and I blame this on Lil Wayne a little bit. Just because you're flooding the market with all this music doesn't mean that everything's good. But now, once you get to an album, this is supposed to be your best. You shouldn't have more than one skip on a 10 tracker. That's just that's unfair to your fans. I really think that's unfair to your fans.
harsh.
Yeah.
Nigga,
would
if
say- I
you
would say
cut down,
over.
if
You
you
got
cut
7
down,
bangers. That's a classic.
if you've cut down
Off
your
of 10.
tracks, just think about it. If we've already went from 16 to 12, then from 12 to like 8 or 10.
yeah.
Why we gotta skip anything?
And on top of that,
Why are you giving
I
us
get your
any
point.
fillers?
I get your point.
Why are you giving us fillers?
and this
I
is
get your
another
point.
thing. So now
Give us a skit over a filler. You know what I mean?
So now I'm giving you, I can't give you credit now. Like you say, you don't drop the 10. I'm giving people doing 12. They have to have 10, 11. So now I got to drop down because you didn't want to do the workload. Nah, it's going to be tougher because you didn't do the proper workload for this. Like Kendrick, To Pimp a Butterfly.
That's the classic.
Classic.
That's a classic.
Classic. That whole album rides.
I mean, with those,
I don't-
that right there is different because hold on, wait a minute. I like how you did that shit too. I like how you did that. You think you slick, nigga? It's all right. Again, I mean, it's right. He put it out. I mean, then too, you also got to understand. Wasn't that one of his? That's one of his first big albums. So
That's his classic.
Yeah,
like
niggas, everybody normally put it all on their first two.
Every artist has that album.
That hungry album.
That boom.
I call it hungry album.
This is my album. That's my claim to fame. Every artist has
right.
it.
I call it my
That's
hungry album. Like
Kendrick's,
nigga, I'm putting my pain in. I'm putting
So
my
when
all
I asked
in this
Busta
shit.
Rhymes, we're like, when disaster strikes.
Okay,
that's
so
your claim
so
to
we
fame
can then
album.
say DMX catalog, his catalog, and he had over.
Don't do that.
What I'm
It's
going
Dark
to do.
and Hellside. It's a classic.
It's a classic. It's a classic.
Everything else is questionable,
Yes.
but that.
The
Everything
first album
else
is-
is-
yes. The first album's a classic.
Of
without
course.
a doubt.
So everything else after that.
Yeah, if you want to make an argument for
you can scrutinize.
anything else,
What, the
after
blood
that,
of my-
flesh of my flesh.
Flesh of my flesh?
is not a classic.
I ain't
you
saying
serious?
it's not. I'm just saying there's only one
It's a
inarguable
debatable
classic.
That's
It's
yeah.
a-
That would be
my
that's
God.
tough. That would be a good
you
debate.
right, that is
would
the
be a
debate.
good one.
Because I'm about to say, flesh of my flesh. That's go neck and neck with the first one.
That Diary of a Mad.
No, that's flesh of my flesh.
My favorite group is Mobb Deep. Now, people
Of course.
like to argue their second album, Hell on Earth.
Hell on Earth.
Hell on Earth. People say that's their classic. I'm like,
No,
no.
hell
third
no.
album.
They first one.
The first album is Juvenile.
No,
Hell.
not them, the
album
second
is
one.
The Infamous.
The
The
Infamous.
third
I don't
is-
count that.
I don't-
but that's-
they weren't popping like that. But when they dropped the Infamous, and then they came with
Infamous is the
Hell on
classic.
Earth,
And Hell
and
on
then
Earth.
they came with Murder Music.
Murder
Now,
Music.
Hell on Earth is a great album. Murder Music is a great album.
Did you say great? You wouldn't say classic album on
Not
Hell
if
on
I'm
Earth.
gonna say Infamous is a classic.
That's what they got, two classics. Infamous and Hell on Earth. You not saying both of those albums not classics.
I hold Infamous this much higher, so Infamous is their classic.
Listen, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that one or the other is better than each other. What I'm saying is
It's
both
a couple of
them
skips up
classic.
there that it's a
on
couple of
Hell on
skips,
Earth.
yeah.
It's a couple of skips.
It's a couple of skips.
Really?
You're talking to me. I'm a big Mobb Deep fan. It's a couple
Hell on
of
Earth
skips.
to me, Infamous and Hell on Earth
Just like,
to me
okay,
is
cool.
classic.
I'm gonna bring up one more artist, and we're gonna go to the next topic. What's Ghost classic?
Supreme Clientele and Iron Man.
Yeah, because some of his shit I'm not skipping. Period. We're start to finish.
So Iron Man is his big.
He's hungry.
I would
album?
say Supreme Clientele is above Iron Man. Supreme Clientele.
So Supreme Clientele is his hungry one.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't want. I wanted to throw a little music stuff in there. That's what I want to do.
Well, did y'all hear Playboy Cardi since y'all brought up Kendrick? I
Why is
can't.
he- I heard it. I'm not a Playboy Cardi fan.
Me neither.
he all right.
I just wanted to hear, whenever something's trending, I just want to hear it just to know why.
Kendrick still throwing shots at Drake. What else is new?
Right.
That and also, I don't get Playboy Cardi. This nigga was just grinding.
It's not for us to. It's not
Yeah.
for us to get though.
Yeah.
And I've listened.
I've
So,
listened.
like,
That's what I'm saying. This isn't.
I felt bad listening. Like I'm gonna just listen because, like you said, I wanted to hear Kendrick's bars. So I'm listening. I'm like, nah, not my vibe. Not my type of cup of tea at all. But I'm still listening though. Kendrick, they were all right. You know what I'm saying?
Look at you. It's hard. Look, it's like your mouth was like,
Nah,
all right.
it's all right. I don't know where I'm at with Kendrick right now.
It's all good, man.
Kendrick kind of becoming the bully now.
How he's a bully?
You don't think so?
No, he ain't a bully. He just
Kendrick,
He's
Squabble
like
up.
Corey Holcomb.
Squabble up.
Kendrick kind of like becoming the bully now. Like I'm
Listen,
just
man.
saying.
Drake is Kendra G.
But see, this is the reason why I just say y'all. He don't get his flowers like how he's supposed to. Again, he done something that no rapper has ever done. You got a Nobel Peace Prize on top of Grammys. Like, come on, dog. That separates you from everybody. Nobel Peace Prize. You are known globally for your music. Let me just let that. I'm gonna drop the mic on that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was just seeing how Kanye dissed Kendrick Lamar over his appearance on Playboi Carti's album.
They say because Kanye was supposed to executive produce it, but then
It
he
was
switched
something
up.
personal because they showed some tweets Kanye made last year about how he loved Kendrick's music.
Yeah, we
and thought it
already
was
know when
great,
Kanye
so.
do some shit like that, it's
Yeah.
because he felt like that they done played him.
His unpredictableness is predictable.
But he still makes money.
Yeah.
Before we jump to the next topic, I know I keep cutting us off.
Yeah. Like
Third
three
time.
times.
They're not dropping the Dreamville lineup until this week, I believe.
Okay.
That's kind of late. They usually drop it way before.
Ticket sales ain't like that then. Usually-
Probably can't get anybody lined up.
Oh, that too.
Look,
Because they got to pay some
you
money
know
out.
it's about that time,
Right, like
it's
nigga, this
about
show,
that time
like
for
nigga, this your
Dreamville.
last one, and it's time for festivals.
Usually
and
there's
fucking
leaks of who's going to be here. There's been no leak of anybody who's coming except for Glow. That's the only person I know who's coming.
Glorilla, we can hardly wait.
Glow gonna be there. Kingpin gonna be there.
Oh, yeah. Cool. All right. So, what I wanted to get into, you got anything
No, I'm
else
good.
before- Oh, okay. Sure.
I'm good.
All right.
No more interruptions.
No, I'm good.
All right, so I wanted to discuss Dawn Robinson because she was in the news lately for recently admitting she is living in her car, and I have that video.
You guys, for the past almost 3 years, I have been living in my car. I said it. Oh my God, it's out. I've been living in my car. And in the interim, I was living with my parents in Vegas. And that was wonderful until it wasn't. I love my mom, but she became very angry. And a lot of her anger, she was taking out on me, and I was her target all the time. And I was like, I can't deal with this. Like, I respect her too much. I didn't understand it. I still don't. And it hurt me. So I was just trying to figure it out, but I couldn't. You can't read someone else's mind. You can't figure them out. They got to figure themselves out. So I was like, let me get out of here. And I was sleeping in my car for maybe about a month in Vegas. And then the guy that was co-managing me at the time was living in LA. And he said, you need to come back to LA because it's getting ready to be fire in Vegas. You need to come back. I love LA, so I said okay. And he said that I could stay with him, and so I was like, okay. But you have a dog, I have a dog. Do we have? And he's like, I don't have a lot of room, but I'll make room for you. And then when I got to his place, he actually didn't have room for me. So it turned into, okay, well, I'm gonna put you in a hotel for the night, and that one night turned into 8 months. Oh my God, you guys! I was like, no, this is unacceptable because every apartment that I looked at, every single time I looked at a place, I would call him and I'm like, okay, can you meet me here? I would tell him ahead of time, of course. And then he wouldn't meet me there, and so I would take video and send it to him. And he's like, no, oh my God, this neighborhood, I hate it. I'm like, dude, I'm the one who has to live here. This is my remote for my phone. You can push play and pause and all that stuff, so that's why I'm holding this. Anyway, and it's way cheaper than the hotel. I told my assistant one day, I have been researching car life. There's a whole community of people that live in their cars, and a whole community of people that live in their RVs, and a whole community of people that live in vans. Van life, car life, RV life. And I loved what I was seeing. I just thought, wow, these people, I could do that. I could do this.
I take care of it.
Okay, so that was Dawn Robinson giving her somewhere she can stay.
That bitch, she said all the red flags.
Yeah, everything sounded like a red flag out
Yeah,
of her
she
mouth.
said somebody offer offer to come. His place too small. If you don't want to live in your car, bitch, you can get your
I
ass
knew
up
something was wrong when she said she was living with her mom and couldn't get along. I was like, that's a little wild.
exactly. She a uppity ass motherfucker. Mom's supposed to take care of her ass.
You want to stay in your car. And the reason this is a choice that she chose to do, because you're not a regular person like me or any of us in this room. You can go sing "I Wanna
I'm
Dance
special
Tonight." You can go sing any one of these songs that you got and get a
a
little
few
bit,
thousand.
get some money.
Get a few thousand with no problem.
I can't
Or
follow.
some simp ass nigga will take care of you.
I can't follow you, and you've been around these type of people and didn't come up with any type of connections.
Her fucking attitude in her mouth.
I just can't understand why. And she's doing this for
attention.
Because if you didn't want people to know about it, you wouldn't have did it.
Right.
You wouldn't have told nobody. So
She
doing
hoping
this
a
for
simp ass
attention.
nigga will bust their brains over her.
She's probably had that.
There's some it's some mental issues, I believe.
There's gotta be a mental
It's
issue.
some mental issues with her.
Or she just straight up
It's
immature
like
as hell.
Tia Mowry in 10 years.
It's it might be like you say, she might be a little mouthy and stuff like that. She might be a
loud
little
as hell.
too goodish.
She live
She
above
don't
her
get along
means.
with any of her former groups.
Right.
So her attitude, like nobody won't give you a hand, nobody won't fuck with you.
But like you say, because you're Dawn Robinson.
Yeah.
And I know we when we ask about in Vogue, we're like, we don't ask about her specifically, but I don't think any of the other girls are shooting bad like this.
No, they're still torn.
Exactly. You can sit there.
So
you getting some type of residual on top of that on the music.
Now they got fucked out their money.
They
I
did.
can say that.
But you could tour for In Vogue, you might be able to sing some In Vogue songs, and you can sing some Lucy Pearl songs too.
Right,
you
exactly,
with them too.
exactly. And then on top of that, with based off of like you a woman, straight up, like a woman don't have to sell no pussy for somebody to take care of her.
Not just a woman, you're
That's
a beautiful woman.
Exactly,
You're a beautiful
right. You're a '90s,
woman.
you're a '90s motherfucking
icon. Like people,
like eye candy, all that shit.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? So it's your. I just listen to you and her energy. It's her mouth.
Yeah.
She got a stank ass attitude, and on top of that, she lives above her mean. And
You think that come from the car?
yeah, listen how she was talking. She said her mom kicked out. Why would your mom kick you out? You must annoy your fucking parents that much, or you lazy as hell, whatever. So they want to kick your ass
moms
out.
and daughters are kind of, moms usually keep their doors open for their
Around
daughters.
because they in their in their 70s, close to 80s and stuff.
Somebody take care of you.
They want your ass gone. So that means like, bitch, I'm still living off the money you gave me. So what the hell you doing here? I'm not trying to burn my shit up on your ass. Get the hell on out of here. You in Vegas? Some club gonna hire you to pay
She
you
could
a
easily get work.
Yeah, you can get work and be paid a couple
And
thousand
on top
a week
of that,
easy.
I mean, like she was talking about staying in hotels.
That's expensive.
What kind of hotels are you? Like you said, it's expensive. What kind of hotels are they putting you in? And why not get an apartment? You paid all this money for a hotel. You didn't think it was a more financially beneficial
I saw
to
fans
get an apartment?
in the comments of her video volunteering their homes. For
Right.
this.
I was one of
Exactly.
them. I was one of them. I'm not gonna lie. Still Dawn Robinson. Like, look, I can
She
make
did-
a little room
she-
around here. This is
No,
not
she
a
gonna
problem.
say this is too small, nigga. You ain't got
Yeah,
you
yeah.
ain't got
don't want
listen.
Dawn Robinson.
Listen,
It's not enough room
It's not enough
for
room
you,
for her.
and Saquon.
Right.
I'm just saying. Like, I was one who offered my place to
No,
Dawn. A friend
this
in
is
need
too
is a
small,
friend
man.
indeed.
She wanted which simp nigga gonna come out the best.
But like we've all said, she shouldn't be in this position. Like, your name's too big. Your name's
She
too
chose
big to be in
this life.
She did.
Yeah.
But she's not the only one I've heard in this position. Because if I'm right, did I see that the Barges are living out a trailer or something like that? Maybe
Yeah,
I'll have-
there's a new documentary on the DeBarges, and it's not like celebrating their music. It's showing how they live at the moment.
hard times and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah, so
That was pretty bad to see. I haven't seen. I don't want to see the documentary because they said it's not like a feel good documentary. They're gonna just show you the real DeBarges, and you see James DeBarge going from like marrying Janet Jackson in the '80s in the trailer park.
I mean, you have the top, the highest of the highs to the lowest of the lows.
I mean, but you gotta understand when a lot of people, most of these people hit it big, supposedly, right? They are some of them education background is not up to par. Most of them didn't even know how to read and write.
A lot of them
and
on
a lot
drugs.
of them was on drugs and stuff like that.
Like
So-
I believe that's the DeBarges, the drug problem.
Yeah, so you taking somebody out the hood, you changing their life with stardom and some money. You feel what I'm saying? And you know, record companies, especially them white record
But I
companies.
still believe you should still be trying to set some type of contacts and connects while you're in.
Understand that, but again, when some people, as the ones that we see that who lives are totally different from where they should be, obviously it was a perfect storm between ignorance, you know what I'm saying, and bad people just don't want to fuck with you no more.
You think the DeBarges saw Dawn Robinson and like cussed her out? Like, bitch, you got a choice. We don't.
Right.
We didn't even maintain our light skin
And on top
looks.
of that, my homegirl was like, if you look at Dawn in the video,
tough skin, flawless.
She's fine. She's still fine.
No, not just that. Her nails done.
Yeah.
Hair done.
Yes.
Like Dawn doing all right.
Right.
So this is really about attention because, like we
Exactly.
said, Dawn can get back on her feet.
Exactly.
She's
Easy.
very
It won't take a
capable.
lot for Dawn to get on
Hell
her feet.
no.
She could just, like you said, she could just get a dude. and-
She can do a mini tour of herself.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Man, what if she put her OnlyFans together?
I
and
watch
get
it.
hella money.
Man,
All she gotta do is dress in some lingerie. She ain't gotta do nothing.
she ain't got to
explicit.
even get naked. She
Right.
just being all her
She
old.
just, like I said, this is her choice. This is something she chose to do because she has other avenues
That's
to get
crazy.
money. If anything, you in the car already, Uber, DoorDash.
Exactly.
Like, just open the app
Motherfucker
up.
give you hella tips and they know what? What? Here, I'll give you $100. They ain't even got it.
Me and my homegirl were talking about it. You know, you really would. You'd be like, damn, my dropper look like somebody, but then she look like Dawn from Vogue. But this ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Somebody gonna have to ask, like, hey,
Ain't no way this Dawn from
I'm
Vogue
sorry,
driving this
but you look like the lady from Invo. Is you a lady from Invo?
She's not going to admit it.
No, yes, she will.
No, she's not.
going to admit
She
it.
will admit it.
She's
She
going to
just
admit
admitted
it.
to living in
Listen,
her car on camera.
she want attention, nigga. If she
And
sitting
then
up
she
here
gonna
saying
give you
I'm
her
in the car,
GoFundMe.
if you acknowledge who she is or was or whatever the case may be, she gonna eat that shit
That's
up.
crazy though. Like you living in your car.
She ain't living in a car, bro.
It's definitely by choice.
Hold on, they got a Grammy, don't they?
Yeah, Invo got a Grammy.
I don't even know what happened to In Vogue money. In Vogue wasn't even like a real organic group. They were just a bunch of women thrown together on
That
American
can sing.
Idol style.
That could sing.
Yeah, it was two producers who held a contest, and over 3,000 women came, and those four auditioned, and they made the cut, and that's why they were a group. So yeah, they were manufactured. Don't think In Vogue, the real group, is giving a shit about Dawn. They were just like, hey, I don't know that bitch.
Nah, they don't give it because
Yeah,
if they
she was
on
my
tour,
coworker.
If
That
they on
ain't my
tour without her,
homegirl.
that means they replaced her. Like we don't need Dawn.
That means that they don't like her.
They didn't like her, so they ain't gonna advocate for her. Lucy Pearl don't like her.
I'm sure that's why she
How
ended
do
up
you
in losing
piss
Pearl.
off Ali Shaheed Muhammad?
well,
Have you ever heard of him?
Actually, he robbed her ass.
Oh
Yeah, he
from AT.
from Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah, I was gonna
No,
Lucy
I'm
Pearl.
talking, no, your boy, no,
Lucy Pearl was him and Raphael Sadiq.
Raphael Sadiq.
And
He
her.
robbed her ass of her bread. You need to look. I looked it up. It's a
So they
documentary.
stole from her.
Yeah, he stole. Raphael Sadiq stole from her. She had a damn solo.
She took a
When
bad
she
d-
left, I didn't mean to cut you off. When she left, when Invo broke up, she had a deal, I think, with Universal. But Raphael came to us like, look, let's do Lucy Pearl. You be the lead singer, blah, blah, blah. She dove into that shit, and he didn't give her nothing.
So she got two. The In Vogue deal was bad,
And the
Then
Raphael.
she did the right. So
Yeah.
you got hit with two bad deals.
Exactly.
Damn,
That's
dog.
how the
He
business
fucked
go.
up. It's a TikTok. I'll send it to you. Dude, he talk about that shit.
Crazy. Okay, so let's go ahead and move from Dawn Robinson to another woman in dire straits, Jess Hilarious. Currently, Jess Hilarious has been in the news for a lot of things in the past week.
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant on.
Yeah, no. First, they got at her because she made those comments about the 13-year-old boy who Trump brought up during his speech last week, who had cancer, and she made jokes about him in the patches in his head, as well as questioning whether he was black or not. and that got her in trouble.
Oh yeah,
Horrible
I heard
jokes.
that.
Then
Horrible.
what was it? Lauren Sanchez, is that her name? The girl on the Breakfast Club that's like replacing,
Yeah, she.
Lauren LaRosa, my
yeah,
bad.
she did replace her.
Yeah, so
It's
yeah,
not Jess Hilarious.
So Lauren LaRosa basically took over Jess Hilarious' spot last week in the Breakfast Club.
See, I listen to them too much. They're both on the same.
I know that, but didn't she read her segment from last week?
They interchange. They've been doing the interchange for the last month or 2 months now.
Who do
it's
you
nothing
enjoy
else.
hearing it better from, Lauren or Jess Hilarious?
Lauren is more visually, you know what I mean, pleasing. Jess got, I don't know, it's just something about that.
Can I ask you a question?
No, it's that fucking accent, yo.
Jess
That's all it is,
cannot
the
read,
accent.
dog.
It's just that Baltimore accent.
I got a question.
Go.
Are they setting up to put her out the door?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that. I
We
ain't gonna
got
say
the
that.
clip. We got the clip. On what's the name?
I tell everybody.
They break it down.
I tell everybody in my job, when you start seeing new people showing up,
she's not new though.
Yeah, she only came in because Jess got pregnant.
Yeah, she's
and that's
not
really
new.
a dummy
She's
move
been doing
too.
the back. She's from TMZ or some shit.
Yeah,
Like, she's
she
been
is.
doing the backdrop
not
for a
saying
long
that
time.
she's new or anything, but when they have people come into your job, that means somebody's job is on the line. They might not get you right then.
Well, they only brought her in again because Jess was
social
out.
media.
Yeah, on maternity leave. So
You talking?
And she
Yeah,
does like
that's
the
why they
legal.
brought her
She
in.
does
Yeah,
more
that's
like
correct.
the legal aspects of a lot of things. Like Jess just does like the gossip, news and all
Jess
that shit.
cannot
Lauren
fucking
does like the legal
read,
aspects.
yo.
And shit. Like, I ain't
Yo,
gonna say
she
that either. She
can't
just has that
read.
accent. That accent
No,
is
that
strong.
accent
It's that
got nothing to
Baltimore
do-
accent.
That
No.
accent is strong.
No,
yo.
it's not. She cannot. Yo, she sound.
Terrible.
I listen to the Breakfast Club and the people in the
I ain't gonna
comments
knock
be
Jess like that.
roasted
It's
her
just that
ass.
accent.
She cannot.
She just has a strong
read,
accent.
Bro.
That's all it is.
she cannot read.
She cannot read, bro. She listen. She cannot read. It ain't got. I know a lot of people from Baltimore. She cannot read.
Yeah, well, another reason Jess Hilarious came under fire this week, again, this is like her third F up in the week. She decided to go off and tell Shaq,
That was
Shaq's
problem.
business. And I got the clip lined up. I'm going to go ahead and play it.
Quick random observation. I'm at Shaq house yesterday, right?
Yo.
And this man is living like Neo. He got 4 white big booties in there. Like one is in the kitchen cleaning, the other one is in the basement. The
Shaq,
4.
who? Shaquille O'Neal?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know another Shaq.
Right.
But yes.
He be down in Atlanta.
Guess what, Jeff?
Yeah, he got a house in Atlanta.
He got 4 wives?
4 white women.
Does Shaq want you to say this?
Yeah.
No.
You'll never get invited to his house.
Yeah,
No, I don't give a hot
Listen,
goddamn.
what happened at the house yesterday that makes you never want to go back there again that you told the story?
No. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna go back or not. But man, when I seen 2 of them was bad. The other ones they were getting there. But I couldn't
What you mean
believe
getting there?
it.
Surgery?
4
They about to have
white women.
surgery?
No, I mean like the other 2 of them was like beautiful bad. I'm like, okay, all right,
Yeah.
Shaq, I see what you're doing. Then I seen the other 2 come out the back, and I was like, oh, all right, they getting there.
They need a little
They need a little bit more work.
Why you ain't
But-
DM Dr. Umar and report this?
Because Dr. Umar got something of his own that he going on right now. He going through right now. So I chose to leave that brother alone. But man, I could not believe.
Yeah,
She
that
doing
was
too
just
much.
hilarious.
Doing too much.
Doing way too much, blurting out Shaq's business on the radio station, which is like her third gaffe this
If
week.
I didn't let it come out my house,
Why
you think
is you
I want
let-
a stranger?
Coming in, I'll invite you in. Like, do you not know how many business deals you done killed with me by doing some dumb shit like that?
I mean, and look, shout out to Neo. Maybe 4 is the magic number.
I told you,
Maybe
I
was
told
wrong.
you
Maybe
that little
4 is
Shaq
the
older
magic
than
number.
fucking goddamn Neo.
But
Them blue
like
pills,
you said,
nigga.
Shaq didn't want everybody to know his business. Shaq was happy keeping
Yeah,
his business on
right.
the low.
You
Neo got his business publicized.
Exactly. Shaq got his name on over 300 and something companies that he own or he's the face of. So he doesn't want his business out there. You tell him he got 4 white bitches in his house.
But what do you expect inviting Jess Hilarious, aka Jess with the mess.
Because you know Shaq.
To your crib.
Well, you know Shaq. He put on comedy shows.
Doesn't matter.
Well, she ain't gonna be
Doesn't
a part
matter.
of it now.
That's what I'm saying. She killed a lot of business deals.
You already
with him
know
by running her damn mouth.
She talks about everything and everybody
True.
every
And that's
morning
gonna-
on the
and
radio.
that's
That's
gonna-
sorry when people talk about her.
Right.
But yeah, she did admit that she did not tell Shaq she would be blasting his business on the radio, but insisted that he should have known it was a possibility.
See what I'm
Thanks to her
saying?
Just
Like,
with
come
the
on,
mess
she trying
moniker.
to save face right now.
You see what I'm saying?
You're right. You're
I-
right. And you knew he knew it was going to be a mess, but that's what happens when you invite people in.
I don't think
that
Shaq
you know you
respected her
shouldn't
to run
be
her
invited.
mouth.
Shh. Now that I'm
I don't
thinking
know how
about
you
it,
wouldn't.
like Buddha said, I don't know how you didn't
I don't
think
know how
like
you wouldn't though. That's what I'm
she
saying.
ain't
Like
gonna say-
he got
gonna say
way
nothing.
too much money. Did he make her
And on
sign
top
an
of
NDA
that,
or something?
you know she's going out her way to notice what's going on in your house.
Yeah, all she does is talk about people and what's going on, and that's all she
I'm
does.
assuming this man was like, look, you got enough respect. I'm Shaquille O'Neal, the Aristotle, Shaq Diesel. You
And
know
your
what I'm saying?
business
That you
right
don't
off
go-
of-
you don't
your
go
business
over
right
there.
on Front
Kaboom,
Street.
nigga. What was his name? What was that? The GD name?
Oh,
Shazam?
Shazam.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember.
Shazam.
Like, come on, nigga. No, she don't give a fuck about none of that.
She better. That's old money. See,
Nigga,
this,
Now,
this,
Shaq did respond. He did say, damn, Jess, in the comments.
That's all he can say.
like, bitch, you really had to go run your mouth?
Yeah.
Just
He
like
really
with
can't
Kobe
go
did
in.
it.
He probably called her and texted her like, "Damn, bitch, what you going running your mouth saying that shit? I didn't give you permission to do that shit." So he had to respond.
Yeah, that's
She
cold.
got it. She got it behind closed doors. You better believe that.
And see, I tell people this is the reason why niggas fuck with the same chick, like you said earlier,
Exactly,
because you ain't got to worry about the
niggas running
people
their
putting
mouth.
your business out
Right.
there. You ain't got to worry about.
Clout chasing.
I remember D Wade got up with some random girl when he was in between breaks between Gabrielle Union before they got married, and old girl was in his house taking photos of like all his rooms, giving details.
You have to watch who you invite into your
your home.
personal space. You have to watch who you invite into your personal space.
Well, like I said,
because you don't know what their intentions are.
Right. Some of them is that good that they play their role down to the T, and when they feel like they get in, and you give them some type of external access, they go ham. Then that's when you finally see that shit. They don't usually show it in the beginning, because trust and believe, if they see it in the beginning, you ain't fucking with it.
Shaq got 4 big booty white chicks. I hear that,
it's like,
Shaq.
ain't
nothing wrong with that.
Shout out to
Like, nigga,
Diesel.
You going out telling my business like
Shout out
this?
to Diesel.
Goddamn. Shaq, yeah.
This made me feel a little bit better because Corey Holcomb did decide to speak his piece on Jess Hilarious. I got that video.
One of the most dangerous in the world is be loved by strangers.
Man.
Who more dangerous than that? Want to be the person who wants to be loved by strangers is a real problem. When you see people who want people who don't know them to accept them,
Right.
you be careful around somebody like that, boy.
Yeah. You don't have a talent. You don't have a message. You don't have a religion. You don't have
Listen,
a
Kendra.
helping hand. You don't have anything but information on other people to offer. And then we're media, so we speak on other people's business, but we have an opinion that's filtered through a point of view. This is entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So we give our opinion, our point of view on what's happening in the world. We're not making stories up. We're not waking up in the morning saying, if somebody reports on it, and then we give an opinion on that. But
well, this is what happened at the Breakfast Club. She took that job. She got that job because I think she had a social media presence. I can't imagine why else.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
So she got that job. And I always said she wasn't talented. She got the job and got knocked up shortly afterwards. And the worst thing in the world happened. They brought in somebody who was talented.
Who they bring in?
Homegirl from she used to be on TMZ.
Yeah.
Oh.
She has experience with doing that. When she talks, her voice, I don't know her name.
Yeah.
The girl who is Lauren. That girl know what she doing. She knows how to fit in with Charlemagne and The other guy, DJ Envy. It's like it's seamless when she there.
Right.
It's the talent. The talent shows out, and then Jess Hilarious ain't even reading right. I'm like, so it's a problem now.
And that was Corey giving his take on the whole situation with Jess Hilarious over the past the past week. And yeah, Corey hit them nails on the head. I do see the Breakfast Club when she reads, and there's a lot of stumbling.
She has a hard time at the age that if you like older than 21, 25, you should be able to read a paragraph clearly and precise. And even before y'all go live, right? You go over your notes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You in that professional state to make sure that when you talking, that your viewers can hear you. And she gets up there, she be sounding like she's struggling.
Oh, she is.
And the people in the comment section every day
get on her.
They get on her. And they be
Rightfully
like,
so.
Yeah, they get on her, saying that she's not good.
Yeah, and I agree.
So they're looking at the comment section. They're looking at what their viewers are saying. If the viewers are saying out loud that she ain't good, y'all need to bring Lauren in because they was saying that loud and clear. Y'all need to bring her in. They gonna listen to their viewers.
Yeah, it's very telling, and a lot of the things Corey said just about people who want to be liked. That's why she did that on Shaq. She told on Shaq because she wanted to be liked by strangers.
Right.
So
instead of being loved by people that keep
you could have been loved by Shaq.
Exactly.
That nigga would have gave you some bread, some opportunities.
That nigga got hands in so much shit. Like, why would you fuck that up, bruh?
Because she want to be liked by strangers.
But she's dumb because you just fucked up a hell of a connect. Now he ain't gonna fuck with you. And then let's say you do bad, right? He would have probably throw you a bone and shit. And niggas don't. That's why your girl in the car.
Yeah.
Because they run their fucking mouth. Don't
Shaq
know how to
would
play
have
their
bought
position.
Don a house.
Yes.
He surely would have.
Hell yeah.
And Don didn't have to do nothing.
They
but
had
shut
to do
the fuck
nothing.
up.
Shut the hell up. She talked too damn much.
But yeah, Jess Hilarious is in the same boat as Don Robinson. Her mouth got her in trouble because that is definitely one bridge I would not like to burn. Is the bridge, working with Shaq, because Shaq could probably help you out with whatever it is you need.
Help your own brand,
your brand,
all that
money,
stuff.
all that.
You could have did some things with him and on your own, but you see out here want to tell this damn business. Like, damn, bro, you stupid.
Damn, boy.
Them niggas that you trying to get the love from, they ain't gonna help you pay your bills, son.
Yeah, that radio job ain't gonna last.
Hell no.
I don't think she'll be there this time next year.
You heard DJ Envy. Did Shaq give you permission to say that shit?
Yeah, even the Envy checked
like,
her.
damn, like, what you doing? Then she even try to save face. Well, he should have known.
Envy was trying to save his ass. Like, I tried to tell her, Shaq.
No, he ain't had to do that because he wasn't there. So it was more like saving her ass. Like, did he give you permission to say that?
And Shaq fucked up.
Yeah, he shouldn't have had her around. I'm kind of curious to know what it is about Jess Hilarious that made Shaq want her around.
It could be he probably wanted to fuck her.
Isn't she in a relationship with somebody?
Man, Shaq don't give a fuck. Shaq known for fucking niggas, girls, and shit. He was fucking Gilbert Arenas. That was his right hand man.
Sometimes I be like, these niggas don't care if they're in a relationship. You know what they done
Shaq,
summoned
like,
you
I'm
for.
the Diesel. I'm the Aristotle, nigga. I got money. You know what I'm saying? I got that blue pill for your ass. And I'm 7 feet tall.
Damn.
He had 4 white bitches up in the damn house, so he already let you know what he doing.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and move to our final topic because Anthony Mackie was on the Pivot podcast and he was giving his take on raising his children and how to keep masculinity in the home. And I got that.
I keep my boys humble. Like, my boys have never had a pair of Jordans. My boys don't do all that internet fly shit. I'm like, your kids. And no, I don't give a I could be the biggest star in the world. Do not let me catch you being stupid. Do not. And my oldest gets it. My 15-year-old, he tell the other ones, he's like, yo, don't make dad mad. Because once you get one that's right, he gonna straighten the other ones out. So it's just that thing of, in the past 20 years, we've been living through the death of the American male. They have literally killed masculinity in our homes and our communities, for one reason or another. But I raised my boys to be young men. And however you feel about that, you feel about that. Right. But my boys will always be respectful. They will always say, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. No, sir, no, ma'am. They will always say thank you. They will always open a door for a lady. They will always make sure that their mother is taken care and provided for. They will always be men. And that's always, since they were 2 years old. Every time I left for a job, I tell my 15-year-old, you're the man of the house. You make sure these doors are locked every night, this alarm is on, you text me or you call me every night before you go to bed and you wake up.
I love that.
Because we're men. If I'm not there to protect, he got to be there to protect. Because you can have all the money in the world, climb through the window, that money means nothing. Right. You can have all the celebrity in the world, jump through the door, that celebrity means nothing. Yeah. So you got to have a little guard in there, you know? And so for me, it's always that idea of American masculinity is very different.
Hold up, limitless, niggas to me can't pin in it. I fought to hear to witness it.
And that was Anthony Mackie on the Pivot podcast discussing how America has killed male masculinity in the past 20 years and what he's doing to keep it alive with his sons.
Is it America? I'll go out and say it.
It's America because it's not around the world.
Yo, okay.
It's in places like the UK too.
Yeah, exactly. But my thing is, he ain't said nothing wrong because it seems like now, if you are masculine, you deem aggressive. It's a bad thing to stand on business. Pretty much, if you ain't bending the way whatever a woman or wherever society wants you to bend, you a problem. Which that ain't the case. That's the reason why, in my opinion, you got these quote unquote gender misidentities. Some people are confused because of interaction with people. There's a clear gender role, male, female. And then for the few percent that's other, then, you know, I ain't getting into that, but I'm just going off what I've been taught up until this point, male and female. You feel what I'm saying? These kids have to open up and have to bring in. We didn't talk about this shit when we was in middle school, any of that shit. We had to be men. You can't even be that now because it seems like you get eviscerated or just for just being a man. It seems like they want you to be soft in some manner. Again, it's nothing wrong to be sensitive about certain things, but yeah, the men part, he is true. That's why you got a generation of young boys out here that don't know that shit. They don't know nothing about opening up no doors. We just talked about how they don't even ask for their number. They giving it IG. They don't talk to him face to face. They talk to him over the internet. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So yeah, it is. I feel like he's right.
Now, Mackie also mentioned that he said a part of the reason the lack of masculinity has been happening is the part women are playing.
I said that's what I was going to get to.
He said women have become very mean and angry.
He ain't want to go there and say who would he actually talking about.
Well, it's all women, but I mean, you know, he had mentioned that he saw his nephew approaching a woman and being polite and saying, excuse me, and she responded with a sound of disgust, to which Mackie replied, how do you come back from that? So he had to comfort his nephew and get him a beer and tell him that didn't just happen, you know, and pretend he didn't see it.
You can't even tell him to talk shit back to her because if so,
that's sassy.
Yeah, you doing too much.
But what's the point though? Why would you? Like that's teenagerish.
If I'm being respectful,
that's teenagerish.
No. If I'm being respectful towards you and you being downright disrespectful for whatever reason,
their loss.
No, you right. It is their loss. But I'm gonna check your ass in the meantime because you don't listen. People don't understand that there's people that can literally.
Why give him that? Why give him that?
No, I'm gonna give it that. Why? Because she already done gave it. Because number one, you put me on blast. Eric, don't think other eyes didn't see that what happened. So you just try to embarrass me for no reason, and I just been polite. You could have just simply say, I'm not interested in talking, whatever case may be. If you say something snotty and snooty towards me, I'm not going to be right, oh, bitch, none of that shit. I'm going to say something to check your ass like, hey, first of all, learn how to act like a woman instead of a little girl. Because I just been polite to you. And because, nigga, I just sat here and said.
And the only reason I'm asking
I'm saying.
How does that equate to her not being feminine or being a girl just because you got rejected?
No, it's not. First of all, I'm not talking about the rejection part. I'm
that's
talking.
all it is.
No, it's not. It's how you handle it. You can sit here and say
it's a form of rejection.
No, regardless, it's a disrespectful form of rejection. You can say no. I'm not interested in a polite way versus being snooty. And like I said, you being snooty, trust and believe your body expression and your voice, because a woman doesn't have to be loud to be disrespectful and be demeanor. She can be low and cunning. So as a man, especially as an alpha male, like, bitch, who the fuck you talking to? You can't even whoop my ass. So the fact you talking to me like this, you way out of line. If you didn't want to talk, just say, hey, I'm not interested. You don't have to be, especially if I'm being respectful. Let's keep that in mind. The young man was being respectful. If she didn't want to talk, I'm good.
Just leave it where it's at.
See,
like,
this is why.
This is a reason why
the energy.
The energy was already given.
Okay, but why am I going to reciprocate? I'm okay, fine.
What you mean? Why you going to reciprocate?
So
you telling me? I ain't mean to cut you off. So you mean to tell me every rejection that you had, you was like, oh,
it is
it's
what
okay.
it is.
You ain't had no comeback, no nothing.
What I'm saying is,
the numbers game.
and not even
Just
that.
that right here said you came back to a toxic relationship when you know the shit is. So if you willing to entertain that, you telling me you're it's either you willing to entertain a disrespect or you're not. It ain't no in between.
There is no such thing as disrespect and rejection at the same. You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't go together. Yo, like you get rejected.
So
because
you teach your kids, if somebody come up to you and be polite towards you, be disrespectful towards them.
Who
no,
said
you don't.
that?
Huh?
Who said that?
That's what she did. He said he said
No. What you're saying
You
is
just
just
said
because she
Acted
is
a
having a
certain
bad
way.
day and she is whatever what you say, snooty or snobby, whatever, bitchy, whatever.
she
you
was
wanna talk-
disrespectful.
I mean, I don't call that disrespect, but either way, she said no.
That wasn't no.
Oh.
You could say no like in a better manner.
Okay, nigga, you got rejected.
It's life.
See,
Now,
again,
hold on.
You're
But hold
taking,
on.
I'm not.
Hold on.
the rejection
Hold on.
part.
You got rejected, or he got rejected,
You're right,
whatever.
Right.
What's the? That's what I'm saying. I guess I'm
see,
to
this is
the
where-
to the
this is
point
where
where
you're focusing on the-
well, I'm focused on the response and how a man would act in a response.
gonna
even
correct her
hold on.
actions?
Hold on.
It needs to, because
So
you
you're
know
trying
why?
to tell
Hold
me
on,
that
hold on,
this
hold
is?
on. I'm gonna tell you why.
How
But
you
go
gonna
ahead,
cut me
finish-
off?
finish you saying.
So as far as, and this is why I think Anthony's getting at, especially me because I have 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you care what their response is once you've been rejected? Why can't you just let it go? Like you
It's
don't
not
have
the rejection.
You don't
This is
have
where-
a
and I-
much.
this is where
you
I
don't
believe
have
you're missing.
that much control over yourself to be like, oh well, that's her loss. Let me keep on pushing. That's.
I mean, you can do that, but the fact of the matter is, just like how she took it and went out of her way, whatever her day, you could have had a fucking bad day going on too. The point is, this is where it gets back to the masculinity part. If you willing to step, my mama always told me, if a woman bad enough to put her hands on you, she bad enough to get her ass hit back. And this is coming from a woman.
That's my mama.
Okay then. So now let's go back to it. So if a woman going out of her way to be disrespectful when you're being nice, everybody's having a bad day. Everybody has the onus of being respectful.
But what about the sticks and stones?
Is it easier to just walk away?
That's what I would think.
Because no, it ain't.
And see, that's where the masculinity
It's not,
part is
because
losing.
this is where, and see, this is where you are missing what I'm saying. It's not about
You have to meet it.
It's not about the rejection. It's about how if we have
It's your
that-
response to the rejection.
No, wait a minute.
Yes,
as
it
a
is.
man, no, as a man, if we have why do we have to have the responsibility all the time that we got to stay above the fray? If I'm staying above the fray by holding myself accountable as a man, I'm approaching you as a gentleman. You could be having a bad day. Nigga, I'm having a bad day too, but I'm keeping my emotions in check to where I'm politely talking to you. If you're having a bad day, I'm not interested. cool. I move on. But if you're gonna sit here and try to chop me down along the way because you having a bad day, nigga, I'm gonna I got feelings too. I'm gonna say what the fuck I gotta say.
That
I'm not gonna cuss you out.
me.
I'm not gonna be loud. I'm gonna say what the fuck I gotta say because you know why? I probably that one that's gonna save you. You probably done lose the next. No, serious, real talk.
But ain't that what they consider being zesty though?
That's not being zesty,
because
bruh.
you're going back and
that's
forth
not
with the
being
female. Now you're
zesty.
arguing.
That ain't see again. Y'all keep moving the goalposts on this book. Yes, it is because the man should not always gotta be the one.
Why do you feel that you have to be the one to correct
Because
her?
you're telling me if I'm sitting here being respectful towards you, I got a bad day going on too. But I'm keeping my shit in check to be nice towards you, to speak to
because
you. You
don't
don't want to speak. You say, cool, I'm not there. Okay, cool. I can take that, keep moving. Again, I'm not speaking on the rejection part. She has a responsibility as well to hold herself accountable too. You're giving her the leeway off of saying, it's okay to be disrespectful. The next nigga she talked to, he ain't gonna take that comment. He might put his hand. But see the thing,
I'm not there to make any corrections to anybody. I'm not trying to be like, no, this is how you need to handle the situation.
You don't talk to me like this is how you're supposed to talk to a man.
I'm not going to give you the energy.
She already gave you the energy, dog.
And I'm getting ready to take me and my energy elsewhere.
Yeah,
and not
because
give her
she doesn't
no more
deserve my energy, and I'm not about to go back and forth.
It's not about back and forth.
Because what you're saying is, and that's why I'm saying that's to me it sounds teenagerish, and I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but just going back and forth like, hey, what's up, girl? How you doing? Can I get your name? Can I get your number? Whatever that is. Oh, nigga, nah, I don't fuck with you. You blessed it, da. So now you about to go back and forth because she just said, nah, nigga, I don't fuck with you. You about to go back and forth. Is that what you about to do now?
What I said was, if you made it your business.
I'm just asking.
If you made it your business.
You're getting ready to go back and forth.
No, I'm going to say what the fuck I got to say, and I'm going to move the fuck on.
She going to say something
so
else?
So fucking what? But I don't care. The fact of the matter is.
So you gave.
Listen, bro, y'all niggas not going to sit
first.
here and fucking tell me that every time a fucking woman, it's again, I'm not talking about the rejection part. You feel me?
No, it's the back and forth though.
Fuck that shit, nigga. She got a responsibility too to know how to talk to people. Everybody have fucking that. Yeah, nigga. If you gonna fucking, hey, nigga, if I'm fucking being nice and respectful to you, and you making it your business to be disrespectful, I'm gonna be nice, nice towards you, and I'm gonna say what the fuck I gotta say, and I'm getting the fuck on. That's it. That we different. I'm not the type of person that you hit me, and I'm gonna take that shit on the chin.
Nah, if you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back.
If you hit me, I'm gonna knocking your ass out.
But
I'm not playing that
that's
shit.
why. But that's what goes back to sticks and stones.
Hey, who the fuck go by sticks and stones? Nobody.
Just because you laughed at me, it was like, nigga, I'm not fucking with you, and tried to clown me.
Cool, you're lost, bitch. I'm out. Like, even
if you said so now,
I ain't gonna say nothing.
You just called her a bitch. You called out her name. So what you think she gonna do?
I didn't say nothing.
I'm saying because she came out
because
like
it's her
that,
laws. Like,
because she's saying, and I'm like. Okay, bye.
Now I'm supposed to get sassy and zesty with her because she got sassy.
Now you're ready to run her down.
Because that's what it sounds like.
Sounding and what it actually is two different things, bro. Everybody is regrown. Everybody has a responsibility. Just like I have to hold myself accountable and be respectful, she does
You
too.
never thought of, and this is why I teach, and this is, I guess, and this is where it shows. Standards, nigga. You don't hold yourself to higher standards to people,
bruh.
Because I know if she talks to me,
because I'm being nice.
Listen, what I'm saying.
Polite.
Listen, what I'm saying.
I didn't say what up, baby.
If I go up to her, regardless of whatever it is, if I go up to her, she belittles me in the comeback.
I'm getting ready to turn into the accountability police.
That's what you expect me to do.
But you want to be the accountability. You want to be the accountability.
Accountability.
No, he just accountability. You want to be the one that holds the higher standard after you already set it off by doing it from the beginning, and the nigga came back and was disrespectful, and you want to follow it up by
and that means she's not on my level.
Respectful to what nigga?
Why waste words anymore?
Bro, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be real about this. If I'm polite with you, you feel what I'm saying, and we both having a bad day, and you try to be disrespectful in any form,
So
for no reason.
You're going to
For no
engage in
reason. I
situation
goof
and turn-
motherfucking right. Cause I'm a firm believer. I'm a firm believer in this. If a nigga go out of their way to get your attention a negative way, get they motherfucking asses up out of there. Because you know
It's
what's
not
gonna
worth your
happen. No. It is. Because nobody goes off on somebody because they being nice. That's the part that y'all missing.
How is it?
I got hold on. I got a perfect example for you. So a few years ago, matter of fact, shout out to my cousin Tyrese. It's that nigga birthday. You know Tasha's little son, Tyrese, 6.
Shout out, Tyrese.
All right. So either way, a few years back, right? We downtown Glenwood. This is CeeLo. Cody came down. Him and his crew came down from Greenville and shit. It's their birthday. You know, they partying, blah, blah, blah. They getting it in. I'm like, all right, bet. So they deep. They probably like 8 deep, probably like 5, 6 chicks. One shorty, she twisted. You know, I'm fucked up. Like, yo, hey, what's good, man? How you doing? You know, chill. I know you with my cousin and all, but I just want to let you know your titties out. You know what I mean? Like your nipples out. I just want to let you know, like your titties out. I didn't know if you knew. Motherfucker, don't worry about what the fuck I got going on, nigga. You don't think I know what the fuck go?
Hey.
Cool. All right, bet. And I just left it at that. You think I went back and forth with her?
That's different.
How?
Because she's intoxicated.
It doesn't matter.
It does, because she's not in her right mind. Somebody that's intoxicated or under influence of a drug, that's different. For somebody who's just having a bad day because somebody cussed her ass out, whatever the case may be, that's totally, she's in her right mind. You talking about somebody's intoxicated. They're not in their right mind. I can give a pass on that and don't say shit.
But the whole thing is you're turning up a situation, a heating a situation that doesn't need to be turned up.
I was just showing you the example of you don't have to follow up negative energy just off a response. Whether they're inebriated or not.
I wouldn't respond on
whether
that.
They're intoxicated or not.
I wouldn't respond on that because of her state of mind.
But wouldn't that be a parallel example?
No, it's not. It's not.
How do you know the other person you just went up to, even though they may not be drinking or the environment may not be a drinking environment, whatever, how do you know they're not intoxicated or inebriated?
If you can sit here and slowly undress me in a cunning way, you in your right mind. Somebody that's not in their right mind uninfluenced is not going to slowly undress you by being disrespectful. They're not doing that. Sorry. You just gave an example of somebody.
I don't get none of
you
what
just
you
gave
just
an
said.
example of somebody being disrespectful because she was drunk. Somebody that's on drugs. Or
I just
drunk,
gave an example of not returning negative energy
and
because
it
you don't
was a
agree
clear-
with the response.
And where you're missing at between apples and oranges,
They're both
one
fruits.
is under the influence, the other one isn't. Supposedly,
they're both fruit.
All right, you got it.
Cool.
Shout out Bronny James for bringing home the state championship today.
Hey,
championship in what?
I mean, not Bronny, Bryce.
Okay, I'm about
Bryce
to say
did.
that.
Yeah, not
Yeah, he ain't mean Brian. He mean Brian.
Shout out Bryce for bringing home the
Okay,
state.
okay,
the state
got you.
chip
I was
today.
like,
My
yeah,
bad.
what we
That
doing
threw
here?
me off. Okay, cool. So Hassan said you needed your 2-minute political rant.
Yeah, 2-minute political rant.
Go for it. The camera's on.
Yeah, I'm gonna end it. We noticed that every time Mr. Orange Crush get in office, something always catastrophic happened to America. When he first came in office, we had to worry about COVID. Now he done came in office this time. We got planes falling out the sky. We're looking at a damn recession from the looks like it, because when laying off thousands of federal workers and grocery bills still going up, electric bills still going up, it's a dire moment. And I understand you vote for who you vote for, whatever the case may be, but this is where common sense needs to come into play here. You're not going to tell me, especially with these tariffs about to get kicked into play, you're not going to tell me this time last year you are living better than where you were before. Because if so, you are clearly fucking lying. The only people that will actually have that can possibly say that is the one that's in the 1%. Them the only ones that can possibly say that. But if you are an average American, Mary, Joe, Tommy, Jill, whatever the case may be, you know, you're not going to tell me that you're living better than what you have been last year. But all I'm just saying is give it time, because I'm sure about time the summertime come around and when the vacation times cut from a week to 2-3 days, y'all niggas going to be start talking again. You feel what I'm saying? But until next time, y'all stay woke.
Awesome. So that was the 2-minute rant from Hassan. And when I edit that, I'm gonna have like Yankee Doodle playing in the background. All right. Well, it was a good 2 hours and 17 minutes.
Nice.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Remember to
Like,
share, and
comment.
subscribe,
Yes,
and comment,
yeah.
and interact with the post in
That's
any
right.
way you see fit. Thank you for tuning